Hello everybody, welcome back to the third round of REYKJAVIK Open. The tournament, the round will start at any moment. And this is the second game today, the round number three. Anna played a very long morning round. So after almost 5 hours, Anna won the game. So when two rounds has been played, Anna has 1 point. She lost the first game, and today she won the second round. And she's soon going to start to play against Justin Sarkar from United States. It's an international master. Here we can see Anna sitting at the board with a peak rating of 24.55, I believe. Was it 2009, 2013, some years back. And now he has 2,305, almost 250 points higher than Anna. So it's going to be a tough game for Anna, but you can just do your best and see how far it will let you go. And so this is the third round. It's a double round today. So tough. They started the first round today at 9 o'clock Icelandic time, very early, and quite late they finished the game. It was not the last game to finish, but it was one of the last game to finish. Her opponent has also 1 point, and he won the first game against the player, I think it was 2,000, close to 2,100, and then he lost the second round against one of the highest rated players, Banus. I think Banus is Tamas Banus from Hungary. And Anna is already at the board. I'm very happy to see that. I remember there was the Botvinnik rule, an old world champion a long time back. And he said, you should come to the playing hall at least 15 minutes before, just to feel the atmosphere, to get in the mood for the coming battle. Here we see that Anna is there, but the rounds are about to start. So Anna has in these three rounds, the first round she played was again against a young player from England, and he was a FIDE master, and he had 2,354, so it was like 300 points more than Anna. Second round this morning, she faced a player from Iceland with 1850. But when one exchange, he was playing well. I would say he did the best he could do with exchange down, active queen, try open up Anna's king side, and but in the end, after almost 5 hours, Anna won the game. She actually won on time, but she had a winning position at that moment. And here we see Vasil Ivanchuk. Yeah, he went away. We can see him there, yes, behind Anna. He's seeded number 5 in the tournament, 2604, I believe. And he is a legend. He was one of the strongest players in the world. And not becoming world champion in classical, but I believe he won the Blitz World Championship. And just a living legend from Ukraine. Yeah, there are. We can see lots of players behind. The round has not started. It will be a little bit delayed, but it's yes, quite understandable with such a huge tournament. 400 players playing, and from more than 50 countries. It's just quite amazing. And here we have Anna's opponent, Justin Sarkar. He's an international master. You have impressive peak rating, 24.55. And I remember I've seen he has also played in Stockholm, Rilton, at least one time. I think he has played there more than once. So after these two rounds, Anna, she lost yesterday, but today she won. So she has 1 out of 2. I could see if I calculate more, more or less correctly, that it's about a little more than 45 players with 2 out of 2. Then it was maybe about 55 players with 1.5 out of 2. And then from around 110 and below, the players have 1 point or less. And two of them are sitting here. We are going to follow the game. Anna will play with the black pieces. That's quite logical. The parent system is looking for a player, so you change the color. So Anna has played black. She was white this morning, and now she's facing black again. And it was good. At least they had 2 hours, maybe even less than 2 hours after they they played the game this morning, Anna and her opponent, and then after they analyzed a little bit. So it has been close to 2 hours, but that is not a long time to get the rest, to have a big lunch. It's very important, and maybe to have some ideas and plans for the next game coming, and also to have energy to play the game. So it's just, yeah, it's just quite a quite tough schedule, I would say. But tomorrow there will be a single round, and the day after. So it's a double round today, double round on Sunday. But the other days are single round, and this tournament, the Reykjavik Open, will be played with 9 games in 7 days. And 9 games is quite common because for making norms, often you need to have 9 games. So it will be valid for a norm. So that is 9 games quite common. And 9 games, sometimes you can have 10 games, but there could be a danger with the colors that you play 6-4. Maybe you get 6 black. Not everyone want to have so many blacks and 4 white. So an uneven number of rounds is more common. See? Yes, Anna won the second round. She lost the first round, and here she is sitting to play, sitting and prepared to play the third round, facing an international master, Justin Sarkar from United States. And we see that Anna, the first round she played against young player from England. Second round it was a home player from Iceland, and now she is playing a player from United States, and that is very, very, it's quite nice in international tournament. You're playing against players from lots of different countries. And here they are shaking hands. She is pressing the clock, and it will be exciting to see how the game will go. Knight f3 came here, the first move, a solid first move. Knight f3 came. Let's see if how well the live board will work. I will put it up here, 9 f3. This is just a little bit prophylactic move. You keep in lots of opening, lots of way of playing open here, d5. And what will her opponent play here? Now, knight f3, d5 was played, and is inviting for a queen's gambit. Could it be that her opponent will go for a queen's gambit? Will he go? He can. Here, white can play so many moves. Knight f3 and d5 was played here now. You have so many ways of playing, and we see this little e3 move, which has become quite popular. E3 move, and this was played here now. And we have now he played e3. So what does he want to do with this e3? He wants maybe to go c4, stopping Anna from playing d4. So I like knight f6 here now, but you can play lots of different ideas. One idea after a move like this, after c4, d4, this could actually be a Benoni with different color. And Anna plays c5 here. E3, she goes c5. And what would I will actually expect her opponent to go c4 in this position here. You can also give it check, but check is not so good here. So Anna, her plan is to go, she wants to go knight c6 and e5. This is a plan to play like this. So if he goes c4, he could actually go c4 here now. This could be, and then after d4, he could even go b4. And let's see what he does. No, he goes b3, c5, and he goes b3. This is just a little bit of a solid move. And I think the idea is after knight e6, he wants to go bishop b2 here now. So this is how he wants to play against Anna. And actually, I don't no, bishop b2. Maybe even we can go a little bit a6, just not to be annoyed by a pin. Knight c6, you can also pin with bishop b5 to play. But even here, we can even go f6, planning to go e5. So he goes b3 here now. A knight f3, c5, and b3. And has Anna played? No, she hasn't played. This is the position on the board, and b3 was played. So his idea is to go bishop b2, and after that, yes, to look at the king side. If some of you were here when Anna played the morning round, Anna made a fianchetto to bishop g2 with the Catalan bishop, and the idea was to look at black's king queen side. But okay, so here we have, so he's going to fianchetto the bishop here, and this bishop might go to b5, but so Anna go knight c6. After knight c6, bishop b5 can absolutely be coming. He can also go bishop b2 if he wants to play. So now I would say this is one, or this is another very common move to be played in this position. Yeah, I make the moves. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but it's a little bit delay here. And I just wanted you to see the position, how it is. Yeah. So 96 is played here. Yeah, it's just some few seconds. I think the clock will be more or less correct, even if I'm making the moves a little bit quicker. So here, this is position on the board. And now he's thinking, and we saw bishop b5. This is just quite a common way of play. He waited for Anna to go here. So he goes bishop b5 here now. What can you do here? You can play different. You can even go this f6. So he's maybe planning to play like this. Go d4 now. I'm just wondering, oh, no, but this is just, yeah, so this is actually a fine way of playing. I just want to show you that this would be a blunder because we have the check. Knight c3 is not possible because we take it, and the queen is not trapped here at all. You will get queen a3, and you will also get out with the bishop. So let's go back. This is the position at the board. Bishop b5 came here now, and so he's pinning the knight. He's pinning the knight, so he could have some idea of going knight e5 here in this position also. And now Anna is spending a little bit of time here, and I understand that because sometimes he has the idea of taking on c6, and you will get a weak. If you go bishop g4 here now, he might just take this quickly, and he will kick you here. And I'm not sure. Do we want to play this e5? You have e4. You're going to take a grip. If you go d4, look at this knight. Knight is coming to c4. All the pawns on dog squad, and we have this bishop, which is not doing so much. But in a position like this, we would go knight f6, and after knight d3, we will just go. Maybe even c4 could be as possible, or bishop e7. Okay, but this is very, very far away. So let's see. So what moves could be f6 is actually a move possible to be played. I don't expect Anna to play. She could go bishop d7. It's a little bit sad to play like this. What could she go? Could she go e6? After a move like e6, I'm just wondering, we might even take here. Could we do that? And bishop e2, knight f6. But we have the bishop pair here now. Maybe this knight should not go here. Actually, maybe we should go here, just trying to get the knight to f5. This would probably better. After the castling, we can, yeah, maybe knight f5. We can maybe even go f6. This is okay, so you don't give it away so quickly. So bishop b5 here was played. And what would I say? This is a common move to play. E6 is a normal move to play. After a move like this, we can actually go queen c7. We are kicking it, and we are defending c6 also. Queen h5 would not be good because we have g6. And all of a sudden, we will just pick up the knight. It's not possible to defend it. Here we would just go f6, and we win the piece. So, so maybe e6 is the most solid way of playing. f6 is perhaps the most ambitious way, but we're quite scared of. And the idea with f6 is to go e5. So after bishop e2, e5, we want to go maybe bishop d6 and knight d7. Let's say you play anything like this, we could go maybe even knight h6 is possible. Otherwise, bishop d6 and knight e7 could be possible to be played. Maybe knight h6 is better. I'm not sure. c4 here and to play something like this. You are blocking this bishop here. So, but f6, no, I don't expect to see f6 here on the board. No, not at all. So what do you expect Anna to play? It could be bishop d7. It could be queen b6 also. But queen b6 I don't think is a good. We have c4 here now. If we take here, we take back like this towards the center. And now we have plans of d4, d5 pushing back. That this pawn needs to remain here now. We can go e6, but then maybe we will bring out this knight. I'm just wondering how this will become. Yeah, this is made possible to play, and we go bishop e7, and we play. But we have to be a little bit careful on the c5 pawn. After rook c1, we have some idea of knight a4 and putting pressure on c5. This is very long, far away. So what moves can we expect? Bishop d7, e6, knight f6. They are all normal move to be played here. F6 is a very ambitious plan to go e5 to block this bishop, but I don't expect that Anna will play a move like that. Yeah, her opponent Justin Sarkar, he lost to one of the highest rated player uh, up, from Hungary. Now I've lost the name of him, but he lost one of the players close to 2,600, and then he won yesterday. So they both have 1 out of 2. He probably started with white, then faced black and white. And I started with black, faced white this morning, and then it's natural. She would change color and play with the black pieces. No, to go g6 here would not be good because you have bishop b2, and we would have. I wouldn't like it. We can play like this, but I'm not sure I would like to go this, but this could be because maybe in this position, or maybe like this, maybe it could be that this pawn will become weak. And if not the pawn, maybe the square will become weak. So I'm not sure. I really, maybe we can do something like this. If you go here, yeah, then we have queen b5. I'm just wondering what is happening. But you have knight b2. Now, this is actually become a little bit better now than before. But I don't know. G6 looks very a little bit strange to play when in this position. We have this kind, and sometimes in with Sicilian with bishop b5. Yes, then you actually have this idea with going g6. Here, I think it's um, yeah. Uh, because with the pawn here, this c5 pawn might be something black needs to defend later on. Yeah, and Reykjavik Open is absolutely one of the most popular open tournaments being held, being played for 32 years. And I told you before, I also played there only one time. It was 84, long time back. And at that time, I think it was a free tie between Reshevsky, Johan Hjertason, who is playing this year, and Helge Olafsson, but not Friedrich Olafsson, who they free won altogether. I'm not sure about my score actually in the tournament. I don't, that's quite a long time back. And this tournament, this year's festival, is dedicated to Friedrich Olafsson, who passed away some days ago and who was an icon in Icelandic chess, the first grandmaster from Iceland. And also played against lots of strong players. He was born 35, so he was 90 years old when he passed away. And he played against all of these famous players, and he beat five world champion and was also the FIDE president during some years. So he was, I think, thanks to him, thanks to the world champion match, Finn Fisher and Spassky chess became very popular in the 80s, 90s on Iceland, and we saw they having such a strong players. And So I guess chess still is very popular on Iceland. Uh, and this is, I would say, a very, very beautiful tournament they are having year after year, almost every year, about the same dates, close to Easter or, yeah, close to Easter or maybe during Easter. So this is round number 3. 2 rounds have been played. It's a tournament with classical chess. It means that I have quite a long time to for the games. They get 90 minutes when the game starts. And in this 90 minutes, they will need to make 40 moves. If the game has not finished, they will get half an hour extra after that. And what did Anna play? Uh, I can't see what she played. Did she go e6? Fine. She go bishop d7. Yeah, it's not the move that surprised me, actually. What will her opponent do? I don't know, castling here. And if castling, I just yeah, castling, knight f6 could be played, bishop b2, and maybe something like e6 here. This could be absolutely. So she's saying if you take on b, this is the position, bishop b7, sorry. Bishop d7 was played here now. And a little bit like if you take on c6, I take back with the bishop. I don't want to have any double pawn. I want to keep it. So yeah, he lost to Thomas Banus. Thank you for giving me the name. Actually, I played against some, I think it's 6 years back in Gibraltar. Justin Sarkar, he faced a very strong opponent this morning. Now it looks like Bishop d7 was played. Bishop d7, I believe it is. Now it's on the live board, so here we have it. So the live board is working quite well, just a little bit, some few seconds. Yes, so Anna lost yesterday and today she won. So she has now, I guess, a performance about 2,100, a little bit above her rating, but there's still lots of games to go and just to keep on fighting and manage the energy. And I just must say that these double rounds are quite tough, but they have only 2 double rounds and they need to have it to make the tournament shorter. It will be easier for amateur player not to be away too long. Also, not only be too away, the expenses will be smaller if there are less days when you are away. So bishop d7 was played, and the plan is if you take here, I take back with the bishop, and I am planning d4. So, and I will absolutely keep my, maybe I can go rook c8. I will not want to have a double pawn here now. I don't want to have it. If you take here, I will just keep it like this. So this is the plan with bishop d7. Her opponent is sitting at the board, I believe. I think so. I cannot really see, uh, but um, but they have lots of time. No, maybe he had gone up there. And Anna, she is woman FIDE master. Her opponent is an international master. He had a peak rating of 24.55. There are some years back when he had a peak rating. And because becoming an IM, you also need to get over 2,400 plus. You need to make the at least free IM norms. And he made a move. What did he do? He went castle. He went castle. Here we have it, castle on the board. And let's see. So here we have the position. I guess now knight f6 is a good move. Don't go a6. I think, yeah, you can go e6 if you want, but or knight f6. Everything is fine. And let's see. This is also what Anna played. She played, so here we had castle, and she goes knight f6, playing it quickly. And what I think this is maybe the plan to play like this. I'm just wondering. And idea of the e6. Uh, and if you take here, and if you take with a knight, we can go bishop b2. And we have a little bit difficulties to get here because after a move like this, we can grab the pawn. I think this is just absolutely fine to play. It's a pawn less, and it's not even if the G line is open, it's quite safe for white. Black doesn't. If black could go knight f4, it would be something else. But of course, you would just grab it. It's not possible. So no. Uh, so maybe now this is actually Anna playing knight f6, and castling. What did he do? He went bishop b2. So here we have the live board. We have this knight f6. I think bishop b2 was coming out. And now I would say e6 would be, come on, can we go g6? Yes, someone asked before, g6 is possible to play. But after a moment like c4, if you come bishop g7, yeah, we take it. You cannot take back because the bishop is hanging. So after a moment like c4, we will need to take, sorry here, we will need to take on c4. And I'm just wondering if we can, maybe we don't want to give this nice bishop, probably not. This is absolutely, even if we have pawns in the center, we will go here and we will go f5. This bishop will be good, and we have the bishop pair already now. So, okay, so this is the position. It's not, it's small, most positional, most bishop b2 was played. Here we have it on the board. Uh, Anna doesn't need to protect the knight more because bishop attacks it. Anna protects it with the bishop. So now she needs to go out with the pieces on the king side. And I would say e6. I expect Anna to go e6 here now. She could go g6 also. G6 is maybe rook c8 is a fine move, but that would absolutely surprise me. So I expect Anna to go e6 here now. This is what I expect her to do. Yeah, she can go rook c8 to protect the knight further, but I think it's just a little bit slow to play. Here we have it, and what did she play? Um, she played e6, and this is what I expected Anna would do. So we have a quite common setup for Anna to play. I think actually, could it be her opponent will go here like this? I'm wondering where this could be, and if you take here, we take the pawn and you go t4. This could actually be what her opponent wants to play after knight d4 and to play against this isolated pawn. But then this bishop is better on d6. You want to go rook e8. Sometimes you can have idea queen e7 and queen e5. So Anna will get an isolated pawn that white is playing against. So here's the position, e6. I expect her opponent to play c4, maybe d4, but I think one of these two moves will be played here now. This is what I expect. Could her opponent play something? This would be losing a piece. You take it and you also attack here. And if you want to make an in-between move, we can just take back like this. We could also take back like this, and we can have everything defended. So if you want to put the knight on e5, you need to take here and knight e5. But then I guess rook c8, and the idea is to go f4, and now bishop e7. Maybe there are some ideas to bring out the pieces here, but you have still not castle. And I don't know if we sometimes could even go a move like it for. So here is the position e6 was played. Black is planning bishop e7, or maybe bishop d6 is a better move to be played. I think bishop d6 is better to keep a better control of the square e5. Yeah, the name card, Anna's name card has just fallen down. So you have name cards so you can find your board, and there is also a flag, which is quite nice. Make it maybe also easier to find it, and but it just has fallen down. And you can see they have quite a big board. This I would be so happy if I could play with just such a big board in all my tournaments. Sometimes it's big because it's nice to have space for coffee, tea. For me, it's my glasses, for water, everything. And so I like to have space. And also you need to write down the score sheet, and you like to have the space for that too. So you can see that Anna has a pencil here on the side. She's writing down the moves as you have to do when it's a classical game. And yeah, there are several reasons. It's an old tradition to have it. And of course, the tradition started to keep the games, not to lose the games. But it's also very important during the games if you want to make a claim. So you also know that you have made 40 moves. So they are having 90 minutes for 40 moves. If the game has not finished, they will get half an hour extra time, and all the time this half hour. And here behind, we see some players walking around. Not so many are some players, but lots of them are sitting down because the game has just started. They have only played half an hour. Half an hour seems like very, very much time. But in a classical game, it's not so much time. And today, Anna spent and her opponent this morning, they were playing a game almost 5 hours. That was just huge, huge. But they were not the last. There were maybe at least one game finishing after maybe even more games. So it was a very, very long battle this morning. You can look at the games on the other board, and it might give you some ideas when you are playing. Um, it could absolutely be like that. So, but we're very happy. I'm so happy that Anna won the game this morning. It gives energy. It gives more energy for the game today. And today she can just be relaxed. She plays against a player, an international master, 250 points uh, higher rated, and she's also playing with the black pieces. Um, you can go rookie one if you want to. If you would go rookie one here, maybe the idea is if a6, you will actually try to keep the bishop. So that could be, but this pawn is on an e3, so it doesn't seem so logical to play this. I would just say that would be maybe more logical to play c4 or d4. One of these moves is what I'm expecting white to play here now, just to make a strike in the center, because here we can see that black has got space, 2 pawns here on the fifth rank, and white has only bishop on b5. But this bishop is very common that it comes out to attack, to pin the knight on c6. And here we see her opponent is sitting, I is sitting at the board, but a little bit far away, so I cannot see him. And I just went up, and I hope she went for something more to drink to have energy for this battle to come. And we can see it's a slow opening. White has allowed black to take this space in the center, and then it's just a common plan to attack the center. I would expect c4 or d4 and one of these two moves. This is what I would have expect. Uh, yeah, rook e1 could be played, and I guess if we make a move like this, the idea is to go bishop f1, and then you see the rook is better here. Let's see, we do something like this, and after a6, yeah, we could go bishop e2, or here we could actually go bishop d3. This we could go. But if a move like d4 comes, Anna will not play a6. I think either she will develop, maybe she will take, maybe even queen b6 could be played in a position like that. So here we have it on the board. It's white, it takes time. I'm very happy to see that. They have about the same time. They spend like 10 minutes. Yeah, so this is a Reti opening. We can absolutely say that it's Reti. This little bit knight f3. You made e3, which became quite popular to play second move. It was very unusual when I was young, but now it has become popular because after that you can steer the game a little bit differently depending on what black answer. And yeah, and here we can see that white decided with the pawn on e3. This is logical to put the bishop here. Here is very active looking at the knight and also at the king side. It's a good bishop. And it's a good bishop here. So, and this bishop b5 came here because now when Anna decided the attack c6, planning maybe to give Anna a double pawn. When Anna defended it, it took one tempo for her to defend the knight on c6. So, and Anna was sitting and fully concentrated on the game. And yeah, he takes a bit of time. I'm just so happy to see that. I hope he will be playing as slowly as Anna's opponent this morning. But her opponent was playing well when he had a little time, and also when he was below with material. Yes, find very, very a nice way to make it more difficult for Anna. And tomorrow they will start the normal time at 5 o'clock Central European Central Time and 3 o'clock Icelandic time. Yeah, her opponent could go. I expect her opponent to go d4 or c4. I'm not sure which one I expect. I maybe expect more c4. I'm not sure what is the most common here, but one of them I expect white to play. Yes, because when Anna has got these pawns, you don't want to play anything like this bishop d6 because it will be quite slow. Can we go knight d5 here? Maybe we can, but now we could even think of changing this. After queen c2, we will have f4, and we have some ideas of attacking here on the king side. And then maybe it's better not to castle. Castle would actually be not good because we could take on c6 and take on f6. Remember this and take here this. We don't have this pawn strike. So what did he play? He played c4. He played c4. So here it came. Here we have it on the board. c4. Let's see. I just wait some few seconds for the. But this was the move played on the board. And it was quite natural to attack. So I think his plan is c4, have it here, we have it on the board. So if Anna goes out, I think bishop d6 is the best way. She can also take on c4. I'm just one. I think he will take with the pawn here. And now I'm not sure if it should come here or not. After a move like d4, how is this? We want to go d5. Can we go something? But we have bishop a5 here and castling. And I'm just wondering about d5 here or maybe knight a5. How is the position like this? Take, and we will take with a knight. And this is just very rook e8. This is just maybe we have knight c4 and we get also grip of this. This is just a very, very tough position to play because black has 3 against 1 again here, and white has, these pawns. You will need to stop in some way, either with pieces, or if you can stop with pieces, you need to go f6. Let's go back. This is not the game. So c4 came. Now Anna can take on c4, but I expect Anna actually to go bishop e7. But if she goes out with the bishop, probably bishop d6 is better. Take. We cannot take like this. Can we take this white? Is this maybe this is this okay to play? I'm not sure. It's better with bishop on d6, but in queen e7 planning a long castling, it could be. It could be. But I expect Anna to go bishop e7 here. This is the move I expect her to play here in this position. But black could consider take on c4, bring out the bishop e7 or d6. These are the 3 moves I can think of. I can think of something else in this position. If you go d4, we will just take here, and we will take on d4. We will just win a pawn. So this would be a mistake to play here now. So here we have it on the board. So white played very slowly with the pawns, putting them only on e3 and b3. Fianchetto the bishop here. Here we have the pawns e3, b3. Fianchetto this bishop to b2. Looking at Anna's king side, the only piece who came out was bishop e5, pinning the knight. But now finally white makes an attack on the center. And now Anna has to make a decision to to take or remain. And if she remains, where is she going to put the bishop? I think bishop d6 is better than on e7. And the idea is if you take here, and we play with an isolated pawn like this. Probably we should take here, actually. We should take like this way. Knight takes, and here. And if you take, we will always take with the pawn. Now we're very happy. We have what is called hanging pawns, but we have the bishop pair. Knight f5 is, of course, not possible because the bishop controls it. And we have some idea going c5, rook e8, c5, maybe bringing up the queen also. So this is absolutely fine to be played. So here is the position. So c4 is coming. And it's important to steer the game into a position that you are happy with, that you understand, and that you like. I expect Anna to go maybe bishop e7, but I think bishop d6 would be better. But it's because Anna most of the time has the bishop on e7. To go a6 here. Yeah, we could go a6. But Anna is very much behind here. Now we don't want to have this double pawn, but can you take here? Can we even take on f6 here now? If you take like this and take here, we will absolutely take with the queen. Remember, we don't want to have this pawn structure. We have seen it yesterday. Anna had it on the board. And today, there were some ideas of playing against it, but it never happened in the game. So I think a6 is too slow. But a6 actually absolutely move. Anna could be playing here, yes, taking the bishop pair. But I think it's a little bit too slow. I would prefer not to play it because, Black needs to get out with the bishop and then to castle. And here, yeah, this is a fight about this e5 square. So this is actually what white is doing. White is attacking the knight defense e5 square. White has a very good grip of the e5 square with the knight and with the bishop. And that's why white sometimes could even be ready to take on c6. So after a6, yeah, white will take here now. And then queen c7 and knight e5 will be coming. And this can be bothering to play. So maybe queen c7 is normal to play here now. And I don't know, f4, bishop. And here we put the bishop in e7, keeping well defended. And we don't castle so quickly. I think maybe we will go b5, just trying to make some activity here. Maybe we can stay with the king here in the middle also. So let's go back. Here is the position c4 was played. That was the last move played, attacking and center pawn d5. I didn't see the. There are always anti-cheating measures. One is that it's a delay for uh, in the tournaments. Another one is that you also have that you are checking randomly some players. It could be after the round when it's finished. I remember when I played on Isle of Man, after I think after the round or was before the round, they were just making lottery with what board they were going to check, and then they check both white and black and that board after the game with a metal detector. So this is important. So there are not anyone bringing in anything that you're not allowed to have in the playing hall. So we are not allowed to bring in, of course, not mobile, not any kind of Apple Watch, any kind of watches. Uh, Actually, I don't know about the old watches. If they say anything, maybe it doesn't really matter. And but also in some tournaments when we play FIDE tournaments, we are not even allowed to bring in a pencil. We have to take those the organizer provide us with. Normally the spectator would not be allowed to bring any mobile, anything like that. It should be kept outside, or at least it should be kept away. So you can't have it. You can absolutely not walk around with a mobile. That should not be okay. Um, Yeah, yesterday, this morning, Anna had a game 9 o'clock in the morning. Too early for me. Also, it's so very very tough. But with double rounds, in some tournaments they start very early. Now this round at 4 o'clock is actually a very nice time to play if you haven't played a game before, of course. In when I was living in Spain and playing in Spain, almost all tournaments were held at 4 o'clock, and that was just perfect for me. I really love to play at 4 o'clock. FIDE time is more 3 o'clock, so most of the FIDE tournaments are held at 3 o'clock, and that is also quite a nice time to play. Yeah, I'm not sure about the rules with the mobile, but in lots of tournaments you are not allowed to bring mobile, not even if you are a spectator. So Anna, she has now spent some 20 minutes C4 game. That was just expected, but it means that she has to make a big decision. Let her opponent take on D5 or herself take on C4. So this is just what she has to decide on. It's not so often we um, see here now. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes we see Vasil Ivanchuk passing by. He's one of those players who like to walk a lot, actually. He's just moving a lot, and he's a legendary player, um, and one of the top players in the tournament, and one of those 46, 47 players with 2 points. But not all the top players have 2 points. Not all the players with 2006 has 2 points after 2 games, if I'm not right. So there are some surprises, and that is, of course, nice to see. It's quite, yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired, but I would just imagine to play double round, they really need to have lots of energy. But I only sitting here and commentating, I can feel that the energy is also going a little bit down, but it will come back. And we can see that this is a slow game started with like a Reti knight f3. Knight f3 is this was the first move played at the board, and it's just quite uh, a move where you afterwards you can steer it into different paths depending on how your favorite patterns are for the game. And this is actually knight f3 is one of my favorite move I play with white. I have played it also lots of time, but I normally don't use this setup with white, not fianchetti, the bishop with b3, bishop b2. If you start with b3 first move, this would actually be Larsen's opening, named after Bent Larsen, one of the Scandinavian strongest player. I think he's the strongest player ever in the Nordic countries. But okay, he was born before Ulf Andersson. He's like 15, 16 years older than Ulf Andersson. Ulf Andersson was also one of the strongest, he was one of the strongest players. He's still playing, but not so much. But that is the Larsen opening with b3, but now the game started with knight f3, so it was a little bit different. You can do the opening you choose. You can absolutely decide. It's important to find an opening that suits oneself. So it's important to play. You play an opening, and if it doesn't work well, the results are not coming. Then it's maybe time to change it. The Greenfield is absolutely fine opening. It's one of the favorite openings of some very strong player. I guess MVL is maybe one of the most famous playing the Greenfield. It's a lot of theoretical lines, and you're actually giving white a big pawn center. But it's absolutely a good way of playing too, if you like to have it. So it's sometimes a player give the center to the opponent, and after you have something to attack. And you can see this is a little bit with the Greenfield and also, of course, King's Indian. But here we have Ireti. C4 was played. Anna is spending some time, and I could believe that she's also a bit tired here. So she has to make a decision, and it could be, I think she doesn't want so much, maybe. Um, what will she do? What will I guess she will do? It could be that she goes A6, actually. She could go A6. This would be one of my guesses to go here. Otherwise, I think she will bring this out. But then she knows she's going to play with an isolated pawn. If she goes like this, you take here. Are she ready to pick with a knight? I'm not sure she would do that. And if she takes like this d4, we will see that white is going to have. She played bishop e7, and yeah, bishop e7 is logical, but after bishop e7, her opponent will absolutely take on d5 here and go d4. And now her bishop is more passive here now. It's more passive than it would have been uh, if than it would have been on d6. So I am quite sure we will see bishop. Here we have it. Bishop e7 was played. Uh, this was played. Bishop here. Let's see. Wait for the live board. This was the move Anna played on the board, and I'm quite sure he will take her up and will take on d5. And in this position, Anna needs to take back with the pawn, and she will absolutely surely do that. And he's going for to play against the isolated pawn. Yeah, I will take a bit of water. Thank you. So this is what we surely will see on the board. Take, and d4. And then Anna will play with an isolated pawn. And yeah, of course, also Peter Sweetler is one of those players who like to play Greenfield. Yeah, and Greenfield also it's an opening that requires a lot of theory. In my youth, like 30 years ago, before the computers, before you could started using the computers you can do today, then if you play Greenfield, it was maybe almost the only thing you played because you needed to know so much, and it was much more difficult than to to work with the openings. And after that, now with the computers, they have developed so much. And now he took on d5. This was expected. He took on d5. Here we have it. And now Anna will get an isolated pawn here now. After c take d5, she will take back here. And now d4 will come. And after d4, no, we don't want to go b6. We will have big problem. Knight c3 here now. And what are we going to do with the d5 pawn? No, we're not happy to have this, and we have not even castle. So no, Anna will have to play with the isolated pawn, and that is nothing wrong. But then the bishop would have been better on d6. So this was played. C take d5 was played, and Anna took back here now, and now d4 came. This is the position at the board. Here we have it. The live board is just catching up. And now I prefer to take on d4, but I would have loved to have the bishop on d6 in a position like this, not on e7. This is what I would have loved to have. Castling here, I think, is actually worse because bishop takes. Yeah, if you could go knight c3 here now, yeah, maybe we bring the bishop there. Oh no, there is a pawn hanging. This pawn on d5 hang. We need to go a6 here now. And now, actually, if you go back here, we can go bishop e6. We can even go bishop f5. And this is okay to play here. Maybe bishop f5 is better and more active. This is very far away. So in a position like this, he took and went d4. He's playing for this pawn on d5. And now Anna has to make a choice, castling or take on d4. And maybe taking on d4 is better to play. It could be better to play. But in a position like this has been a loss of tempo. So I would say that white has a little bit tricked Anna in this position. It's a little bit a loss of tempo in the position we are going. We will see here now. So because if you take here, let's see, we take here, you have this very important in between check, take and you take back, I don't know, bishop d4, castling, you have maybe knight c3. We having this weak pawn, and we will just keep on fighting here. We have queen f3, and you will try to go rook to d1 to put pressure here all the time. So, but it's absolutely possible to play maybe something like this, and maybe we can go a6 and this. But the typical is that you have a grip of the square in front of the isolated pawn. So let's see, what will Anna do here now? Will she take on d4 or castle? I think Anna will castle in this position. This is my guess. Uh, yeah, the bishop on d6. If the bishop was here, and then we would like to take on d4. The bishop is looking at the queen side. It also takes control e5. So we could have some idea of going queen e7, queen e5, getting some play against it. So the bishop on d6, here it would be so much more active looking at the king side, and it is here. So when you play with an isolated pawn, you want to compensate this. This is the isolated pawn. This one will be exchanged. And you see that this pawn is alone. There are no pawn. When c5 pawn is gone, no pawn on the c line, no pawn on e line. It's an isolated pawn. And it's absolutely nothing wrong to play with an isolated pawn, but you need to compensate it with active play. And the one who play against the isolated pawn, like to control the square in front of it, and white is controlling it very well. And also like to go to the end games to exchange pieces, because then more difficult for the one with the isolated pawn to get active piece play. This pawn can become weak, absolutely can become weak. And this is why I like, she took on d4, I like Anna to take on d4. I think this is a good move to take. Her opponent will absolutely take back with a knight. It's possible to take with a bishop, but you don't do that. No, you don't take with a bishop. And you would never take like this, because then this would hit the wall. No, you want to take with a knight. This is a move which will come very quickly. Knight takes d4, and you want to keep a grip of this pawn, and you have it. And here we have it on the board. Knight take d4 came here, it was played, and here we have the position. Anna will, I think surely Anna will go castling here in this position. So castling is very logical to play. Now they have played like 10 moves. Okay, it's 10 moves for white, 9 moves for black, and I spent half an hour. It's okay. It's okay, absolutely. It is okay. So what would I do? I would go castling in this position. I wouldn't take on d4. I wouldn't do that, because this is a position where changing pieces will actually help uh, white, I would say. So I like to go castling, and I hope you change like this, because we take with the pawn, and now we have hanging pawn. We will just get, and we can later move it to c5. We will be active. So white will never take on c6. Here we have castling, and white will never take on c6, because black will always take back with the pawn, and then the isolated pawn will be defended. So what could be normally? I guess knight c3 is the normal move to play here now. Just to put more pressure here. Now rook 8 is normal, and we see the bishop would have been much better on d6 than on e7. Uh, but knight c3 is a normal move to do, to put this, to put pressure on the pawn on 5. No, white doesn't want to play e4. If white goes something e4, we will always grab it. And even if it would be some changes, um, it's yeah, it we will actually get rid of this isolated pawn. So in general, black would be happy if white tried to go e4. Now it's not possible. We can e4, we can take with a knight, we can take with a pawn, but we will also get rid of this isolated pawn, which is a bit weak, and which is something white wants to put pressure on the whole game. And remember, pawn structure This is something we cannot change. Anna cannot change this pawn. It's an isolated pawn. Only if her opponent helps her, she can get the pawn to become defended by another pawn with hanging pawn. But it's only if her opponent helps her, and I don't think so. So castling was played. Uh, uh, castle, castle. I guess knight c3 is the logical square for the knight to be there to keep d5, uh, keep a grip to attack d5, and with yeah. So this is what I expect him to. You can also play a move like bishop e2, and you will after later on want to play like this. And in a position like this bishop would actually be better on c8 than on d7. But okay, we will play bishop e6, and we will not be scared later that white takes on e6. So, and I would say that this position is tiny better for white. It's a little bit better for white. No, white will not trade knights as it will just improve Anna's pawn structure. Anna is playing against an international master, Justin Sarkar. He had a peak rating of 24.55. He has played 2 games. I haven't seen his games, but this morning he lost against strong player and just that he beat lower rated player. So Anna is facing a tough opponent, but she can be so relaxed playing today. It was just so nice that she finally won this game this morning. So Anna, after 2 games, she has 1 out of 2. She lost yesterday uh, with the black pieces. Today, this morning, she won with the white pieces. Her opponent, Justin Sarkar, he has also 2 points, but he won yesterday and he lost this morning. And there are about a little more than 45 players with 2 out of 2 in the tournament. And it's a huge tournament, 400 players. So it's enormous. Everyone playing in the same group. So we have players unrated, very low rating, and then the number one is having close to 2,700. That's quite amazing. Actually, now Anna has a threat. Anna has a threat. Let's say we make a little move like h3. This is the threat here, and we can go here, and we'll actually grab a pawn. So this is the threat Anna has in this position, and this is with here. If you go knight c3, this is not the threat because we can always take back with teen takes, and this is no problem. It's just defended. So. mm, so this is the threat now, but it was not possible without castling because white take with d7 with check. But now after castle, Anna has a threat here to win a pawn. And I'm happy he's spending a bit of time. Still has more time than Anna, 10 minutes more. But it's nice to see that he is not a quick player. He's not now. Um, if Anna wins, you look at the performance. Yeah, they look at the rating of the opponent. If Anna wins, oh, I don't know how much she would win if she wins. If I would win against someone higher rated, 200 points, I would win maybe like 7 points, 8 points. She would maybe win like 14, 15 points. I think it's like that. I think she is twice as quick as me, but I'm not actually sure about it. But yes, now Anna is winning. I think she's winning about 2 points because she has in these 2 first games she made a performance of 2,100, more or less 2,100, and that is a little bit more than her rating. And yeah, we see some players, some people walking around. I think there are some spectators. It seems to be a bit cold outside. They're playing. Uh, on Iceland in Reykjavik. And but that is quite nice. You're able to walk around to see the board, to see the players, to feel the atmosphere, which is just very very special in a tournament. And and it's all the same for the players that they are also allowed, of course, to walk around. It's not possible to force anyone to sit so many hours. So you need to have a big playing area. And here we have, I think it was Hannes Stefansson, the player, he's to the right here, who was actually playing 27 times in Reykjavik Open. Wow, that's amazing. He's one of the players in the national Icelandic team. And yeah, he's still thinking. Anna is also very focused. Oh, I hope she keeps the energy, that she can keep the energy after such a long, long battle this morning. So yeah, he take a bit of time. What could I guess? I think knight c3 is a very common move to play, and bishop e2. This bishop is better on e2 than on d3 because you want the d line to be open. After bishop e2, sometimes you have bishop f3, and you can start attacking this. So I would say that these are the two moves I expect. Could I expect something else? Yeah, we could also go back knight f3, but then we have a little bit lost time, and then c take d4 was better than to remain. Absolutely. So bishop e2, knight c3, these are my main move. I just think that the knight will be more passive here now. Ah, no, we have this threat. Remember, this is the threat we have, and we will pick up a pawn. No, you can't allow this, so you need to do something against it. Yeah, knight c3 is a very, I think it's the most logical move to do. The knight bishop is defended, and you are putting pressure on d5. And what would I like to do? Maybe rook e8 is what I would like to play here. Now, if you go a6, the opponent will, I think, yes, go back here. And and we can see if you go bishop d6, then we have uh, bishop f3 could be played. Queen e7. We have a little bit of a trick here now. If you take here now and like this, can we go queen e5 here now? No, we have knight f3. Yeah, this is some tactics working, and queen d6. And you will just stay with the pawn up. But maybe this is not so bad because we have some activity. So this was just very, very far away. But there are always some tactics here. But in this position we have, I would prefer this bishop to be on d6. So we could have queen e7 coming up, and we have this bishop looking at the king's side. I would have preferred like that. In this kind of position, I have been playing quite a lot myself with black, sometimes also with white, but more with black, but in different kind of move order. Uh, so it could have come from a kind of tarrasch, and you could have got the position when with a kind of tarrasch with e frame. So yeah, when you're playing, you might, there are lots of people walking around. You need to get into your bubble, to get into your focus, and not be annoyed by people walking around. And so it's very important to be able to focus, even if there are lots of things happen around. And you can see that players are not allowed to speak. Of course, you shouldn't speak. You're not allowed to speak with other players, but you would also be disturbing those who are playing. Oh, now her opponent is getting close to Anna's time, and I will be excited to see, will he make a move when he's down to the same time as Anna? Will he reach that? Will he spend some 3 more minutes and then make the move? Because that is just quite common to do. So he hadn't played yet. Uh, Also, in some, I can see that also in some tournaments in Sweden, they try to put carpets because if you have this wooden floor, it can make some sounds which could be annoying actually. So it's, but it, I don't know. I think that Anna looks very focused. I don't think she is bothered by the people walking around. She is just very, very focused on her game. he takes time. I'm so surprised. I'm really so surprised. He takes time because he steered the game to this position. But I expect knight c3, first of all, or bishop e2. These are the moves I expect here to be played because remember, Anna has this threat to take on d4. And the bishop is good here. You have lost the tempo, but this bishop is not good here either. So even if you lost the tempo, this bishop will need to go maybe to e6 or somewhere later. This actually bishop could be better sometimes even on c8 than on d7. So we have seen a slow game today, and maybe this is quite a good way of playing when you play two games in a row, not to make it too tactical. Um, Also because then you really, when it's tactical, it's lots of big moves, and if you go wrong, we might lose the game. Here, if you go wrong, what could happen? If white goes wrong, white is tiny better here, I would say. White goes wrong, it might be equal, so that's not a big problem. Uh, if black goes wrong, yeah, black will be worse um, like that. But this is still not something that would decide the game if it's not a blunder. So playing like this, and this you can see that lots of these very well-known players they like to play positional chess, slow chess, building up position. They have been played now, let's see, they have played only 10 moves and they have spent half an hour each, just a little more than half an hour each, and 27 minutes plus this 30 second it gets extra per move. So it is quite a long time actually. I'm surprised that White is spending quite a lot of time here now. Uh, uh, if you can wear a hat when you're playing, I think I actually don't know if you can do that. So Anna is not a pure positional player. She wants to be active, I would say, and if she can, she would like she would like to attack. But she also doesn't mind to play end games, and I'm actually happy to see that. It's actually very good to play end games. You are learning very good well when you are playing them and you get a better understanding for chess. The better you are in the end game, the easier chess becomes because then in the middle game you also know what kind of end games you are looking for. So I would say that Anna likes to be active. She likes to attack if possible. Um, uh, in the family, I would say I am the most positional player of us three. Anna, her father, and me. And here we see some players behind, yeah, and lots of players are sitting also, um, focusing on their games. And this is just a very slow game, also very slow position. What could I manage? Yeah, I said this is a threat. So bishop e2 or knight c3, these are the move I could expect. You can go back here also. Uh, After you go back, you don't threaten to take on f6 yet, but it's a way of just keeping. And then I guess a6, bishop e2 would be coming. And we can try to get some more activity like this. And so let's go back. Let's go back. But I don't expect this move to be played. I think Anna's opponent is positionally. I think so from what I can see, the choice of opening he has played. He seems to be positional. And it's quite also with age, when we are growing older, we prefer to play more quiet moves, not to play too tactical. Some lines then might require a lot of knowledge, and we prefer to play more quiet. Yeah, that's true. Uh, when we look at the top players, they are well all-around player. They are very good to calculate. Because also in the old times, you could see players like Petrushan, um, but he was also Wolf Anderson, also very good calculating, even though he preferred to play slow games with small positional moves. And of course, this is, uh, but it's a way of playing too. If you play slow moves, it's a way, slow way, building up the position. It's a way keeping the position safe. You're trying to play for two results that you win or make a draw, but you try to keep it safe backwards. I think he's just trying to decide a plan here now. And but I must say, I'm very surprised he's taking so much time. This is a big surprise to me here now. Yeah, he spent more time than Anna. So happy to see that. That's very, very nice to see. This happened this morning. Anna was so much ahead of time. And now she is ahead also. That must say that surprised me. So, wow, what could but yeah, just to see what he will happen. It will be things happen. But we see, I told you, this is a threat to grab a pawn. He needs to stop that. And one way, this is a very natural way defending the bishop. So either he needs to defend the bishop. We don't want to make a move like a4 because now we have time for b6. We just leave a hole here. So we're a little bit careful of leaving a hole here. With the pawn here, if something comes to b4, we can kick it away with a3. Maybe we want to go later b4. So a4 is not the move. But knight c3 is just very logical move. As I said, defending b5 and looking at pawn on d5. Mm. So this is the round number 3, and they will play 6 more games. But I'm very happy that there's no more game today. This is the second round today. So Anna, she won them this morning. Very, very long game. We could actually see a game where she had an exchange up yesterday. Anna was on exchange down. But it was becoming tricky because her king was opened up and her opponent managed to win a pawn. But in the end, Anna won. Her opponent overstepped the time, but Anna had a winning position at that moment. Yeah, I have played. I remember I played in. If someone has fallen asleep against me, yes, I played in Denmark very, very long time ago, and my opponent fall asleep. There were some people sitting around, some young people, but was smiling. He fall asleep. I had a pawn up, and I blundered. I blundered my queen. I blundered my queen. He woke up and he grabbed my queen, and later on he won the game. So I'm always careful now when I play against someone who might fall asleep during the game. And see, he hasn't made up his mind yet. But in a way, I'm happy to see that he plays so slowly. Uh, he plays so slowly, actually, and that is a good sign. But what will we see here now? I cannot guess on more. These are the three. I said one, two. I cannot guess anything else here now in this position. The knight here is knight on the rim. Is no reason to put the knight on the rim. We have like this, and again, yeah, we have this. Whoa, yeah, because if you play like this, maybe we have bishop take a3. Yeah, we have bishop take b5. So this would be winning. So this, but the knight is not doing anything on the rim. If the knight goes out, it should be to c3 on d2, we still have the trick. Still have the trick. Mm. Yeah, it could be that Anna was up on time also yesterday. In some moment, she was up on time. Her opponent played quickly in the opening, but after he was playing more slowly. So, yeah, Anna has improved. But I think actually she has improved with time management, and that is just very, very important. We become much stronger if we can make the same move in less time, because time is a part of the game, it's absolutely part of the game. Mm. So Anna even decided to go up here now, maybe to take something to drink. something more because her opponent, I think he has spent, has it spent like 25 minutes on this move? Or is it like close to 20 minutes? But it's quite a long time. She brings some more water or tea or coffee to the board. That's good. That's really good to have. And now Anna is going up to maybe a little bit to relax, and I think that's quite good also to do because he has been thinking for such a long time. If yeah, normally there are a place for having coffee and tea during tournaments or water. Water is so important. So normally you can drink. You can also drink at the board. You're not allowed to eat at the board, and so they can absolutely have tea and coffee. Here we can see that. Uh, yeah, it should be that. I'm not sure why he spent such a long time here on the next move, um, but maybe he's not happy with the plans. Absolutely, maybe he's just not happy with the plans here. And as I told you, I think the position is fine for Anna, but I would have preferred to have this bishop on d6, planning rook e8 and queen e7, bringing the other rook to d8. Now it's more difficult to get it. And with the rook bishop on d6 here, you would also look at the queen side. So you can sometimes have idea queen e7, queen e5, and you get ideas against the king. This is what I preferred to have played for black. But this is okay, absolutely, to play also. Yeah, sometimes it's good to walk away and just to come back. And when you walk away, you still have the game. You still have the game in your mind. And so this could absolutely be good to do. And that's why some places they don't stand to sit all the time. They really need to go up and walk around. We are allowed to eat, but not at the board. So you can bring some food with you, but you need to go away some fruits if you want nuts, or something that gives you energy because with those long games, you will need to have something during the game. But some players only want to drink, they don't want to eat, and some players don't want to take anything. But I think it's good to take at least something to drink. Yeah, I see Simon Williams is playing, but I haven't. Here we had the number one in the tournament, Parham from Iran, to see him walking. And here we have Nicey Free coming. The most natural move, and the only surprising was that White spent so long time before playing this. Absolutely very, very natural move. But here we have it on the board. Nicey Free. He defends against Anna's threat because with the knight this came out. Now this knight is defended. If Anna take here, her opponent will just take back with the queen, not with the pawn, because look at this bishop. No, you won't. You will take with the queen, and this pawn will remain isolated, and this will actually just help. This will actually just help white. So you don't want to take on d4 here. What would I like to do after knight c3? This, yeah, we put the light board here. So knight c3. I would actually like to go rook 8 or bishop d6. This is what I like to go. Even I would like to go bishop d6, but then we have lost some time. We can go and move like knight f3 here now. Maybe we go a6 here. Um, and we have to be a little careful. This is not possible to play because we have bishop e6 in between, and then we will just win the bishop. So we always have to be careful of these things. So it could be we could go bishop a6. This is coming back, and now we need to defend this. We can defend it like this or bishop f5, and we have this trick you always need to remember. Uh, the queen is done. If the queen is undefended, and you can walk away with the bishop with check. So we can just grab here. We are giving a check, And when you take it, we will just grab the queen. But this is just very, very well known and important, uh, important, um, important for the player with an isolated pawn to always think of. So Anna is back. Uh, no, I prefer bishop on d6 than on c5 because bishop on c5 will be a little bit slow. If you exchange everything, we will take away white will have complete dominance of the square in d4, put the rook on d1, knight c3, and this pawn will become very weak. So I'm not happy to go bishop c5. I want the bishop to be on d6 instead. What will I expect Anna to do? I expect, oh, so sorry, this is the position. Sorry, this is the position. I could expect Anna even to go a6 here now, but I would like to go bishop d6 in this position. This is what I would like to do. Bishop d6, rook e8, I think are natural mode to play. I don't like to take on d4 here now. It could be Anna go rook c8, but rook c8, I don't like this so much. Can we go rook c1 here now? And now we go bishop d6. Yeah, we could play like this, but we see we need to go back with the bishop. We have lost a tempo. So I would have preferred to put the bishop there a little bit earlier. So, but for me, it's difficult to find a plan if I don't go bishop d6. Yeah, we can go a6 here if you want, but then bishop e2 will come. And this bishop is actually better on e2 than it is on b5. So, but a6 can be important move to make anyway. After a move like this here, if you go bishop d6, can we go bishop f3? Remember, queen is 7. We have been looking at this. And after a move like this, we have this actually, and I guess we can go yes, bishop e5 and just play, just starting get some activities here. So this is also sometimes what you do. You're ready to give away the d5 pawn, the isolated pawn, if you get active piece play. So this is what black wants to have. Black wants to have activity. Sometimes you even give it back the pawn, but also playing with the pawn. Some players like to play with earplugs, and that is possible to do. You can have earplugs, and when there are anti-cheating measures, then they will, of course, also check then the earplugs. No, I don't like, yeah, bishop d4 coming here. Then this pawn will be lost. No, I want to put the rooks better. I would love to go, my plan, I would like to have bishop d6, queen e7, and rook a d8. This is what I would like to play here now, to have this uh, this is what how I would like to have it. So I would probably go bishop d6 in a position like this. And this rook is good on e8. So going bishop d4, I don't know, can we not go? Maybe we can even go bishop d2. Can we do that? Bishop e2 we take, and you will take with the knight. You have a grip here of here, but maybe we can go knight e4 and no knight f4, and you see how loose this is. And this is a little bit what I try to say. White want to exchange pieces in this position. Black want to keep the pieces on the board only if the pawn structure is improved, like if white takes on c6, then the exchanges will just help black. But black doesn't want to exchange too easily the pieces. Rook to c8 is absolutely possible to play, and I think this is probably could be a move Anna want to play in a position like this. And black, white is planning maybe queen d2. I'm not sure. White is planning maybe rook c1, but also maybe bishop e2 here to be played. Rook c1, bishop e2, not to take on c6. Um, Sometimes even to go back with a knight to f3. I could be that Anna is annoyed by the noise. I don't know that. Yeah, it looks like she's trying to get take away the noise. She has to be better, focus better. But you're not allowed to play in the playing hall, so I don't think. Anna, yeah, she's playing with earplugs. She's actually playing with earplugs, so the noise is bothering her. Yeah, knight f3 is actually a common move to play in this kind of position. And that's why it was good Anna took on d4 because the knight is better on f3, keeping the line open towards the pawn. And then this bishop will need to go maybe to e6 or f5, just to keep the pawn on d5 well defended. And now Anna, she's down to 56 minutes, still has more time than the opponent. I'm happy to see that. And we can see that her opponent is sitting all the time. I think he hasn't gone up at all. And that is, yeah, some players are like that, sitting all the time. And it has been a very slow game on the board. It has been a slow game on the clock also. They have only played, White has played 11 moves, Anna has only played 10 moves. And they spent a little bit more than half an hour, like 35 minutes. But I think it's normal. They will play this game slowly. I guess both of them are tired after the game they had this morning. Anna's game was very long, and her opponents, he lost his game. But I haven't seen it, so I don't know uh, how how he played, how the game went, how he lost the game. And thank you for the gifts. I've seen there been gifting. Thank you so much. Thanks. So Anna has 1 out of 2. Her opponent has also 1 out of 2. This morning, Anna played against an opponent with 1 point. Anna had 0 point. So it's a very special pairing. But today she plays against an opponent with the same points as her. He's an international master and he had a peak rating of 24.55 some more than 10 years back. And they will play, yeah, 6 more games. This is round number 3. There will be 6 more games to go in Reykjavik Open. And with so many players, there are always players making some norms. You can make all kinds of norms in a tournament. You have norms in the open class, but you can also make female norms for the female players in an open tournament if you make the performance that you need to make. So but with such a huge play, there always someone who will make nerves, and that's of course very nice. It's just getting closer to the goal when you achieve it. So yeah, I will bring my rook bishop to d6 and rook e1, rook e8, bishop d6. What I would like to do, but I would probably go bishop d6 immediately here now. And if bishop d6, this is actually a way of playing because I'm just wondering here, knight b5, we have bishop e5, yes, pinning the bishop, and we have everything defended. My idea was that if you go back here, we could actually have knight take d5. You see, you're winning a pawn. But in a position like this, we have bishop e5, and we don't have bishop a3 because this is getting low, so not yet. But I don't think Anna will play bishop d6 because she feels she would lose time playing it. But it's actually a move I would like to play. I totally lost of time because in this kind of position, I like to put my bishop on d6. Sometimes it could have been on c5 if white took quickly on c5. But later on, I went away with the bishop to d6. Sometimes this way, here, and then after getting it to the diagonals towards the king. It could be I'm speaking too low to I will speak louder now, so I hope you can hear me better like this. Um, what plan I can come up with? I don't like to exchange pieces. I think this will help white getting a grip of the position. This pawn will become very weak. It's just very weak. It's just one game. It's just white who will be playing here now, and I don't know, like this. You have rook c8, maybe you go bishop f3, and this pawn is just so weak. No, you're not happy to play a position like this. Maybe you don't take it yet, but you will take it soon. And then also you have this diagonal. No, so don't take on d4. That would just make white's task easier. Uh, so yeah, bishop d6 or a. I expect Anna to go maybe rook c8 in a position like this. And here we have it. Here we saw rook c8 coming to the board, and here we have it. Rook c8 was on the board to be played. Yes, a little bit keeping better, um, uh, giving better control of the c line, and also. So that's yeah, it's okay to play this move bish here, and it's okay absolutely play. And it's a common move to have been played also, I would say. Now we don't have because of the bishop on d7. Otherwise, we could have had some idea of taking on d4, bishop c5, and d4. But this bishop is a little bit in the way. I just want to show, let's see, we do something like this. We make something randomly. Maybe we could play like this and bishop c5. Aha, queen f5. No, we don't have d4 because we will just pin it. Oh, no. We have it. We have knight a4 and then we grab the pawn. This is typical. So it doesn't work. This thing doesn't work because of knight a4 is coming all the time. So no. So rook c8 was played. So to put it more actively a little bit, see what white will do. What do you expect white to play here now? I'm not sure. Rook c1 could be. Bishop e2. It could also be bishop e2 or move like h3. No, I don't expect white to go h3 here now. White could actually go a move like knight f3. We haven't seen this before. And then h6, bishop e2, and we move out this. I would move the bishop to e6 here, rook c1. And now maybe bishop d6. Do we have time for this? I'm just wondering, do we have time for this? No, knight. No, position like this, we will go knight e4. This is quite normal to play. And here we will try, because now the a6 pawn is hanging. So having the pawn on a6 is just a bit, now this is a threat taking and taking pawn on a6. So let's go back. Rook c8 was played. What will her opponent play? What could I guess? I could actually guess one move. I could guess two move and maybe knight f3. These are the moves I could guess here in the position. So here, rook c8 was played. They have about exactly the same time. They have like 50 minutes for the rest of the game to reach control. After 40 moves, they have made 11 moves each. The game has been a slow game, both on the board and also with the time management here. He could go a3. Yeah, no, I don't think, yeah, a3. Yeah, because after queen d2, we might go a move like this and we start having knight d4 as a threat. You can play this and we have it here. And maybe a3 is coming. Does we have something here now? We have some tactics here. I'm not sure really what will happen. Oh, b3, this is hanging. We have some idea with this. But let's go back. This is just very far away. No, queen d2. No, I don't think queen d2 will be played here now. I don't think so. Now I think, as told you, rook c1 or bishop e2 or maybe knight f3. These are my three guesses here. H3 is absolutely fine to play, H3, but then maybe you want to go bishop d6, queen e7, and you try to get queen e5. But okay, you have knight f3, so you can go absolutely H3 to play here because, again, this would only, after a move like this, we have even this. We have time for this. This is no problem. Queen takes, bishop f6, and we go back somewhere, and we are defending everything here now. Queen a5, I guess, because yes, okay, it. But in the end, this pawn will be quite weak here now. will be quite weak. It's more pleasant for white to play this position, absolutely. So I'm not happy to take on d4. I just like to wait. Yeah, rook c1 is absolutely makes sense to put the rook on the c line to have uh, had- to have it actively here on the c line. It absolutely makes sense. And if he goes rook to c line, I want to go rook bishop d6 here now. Knight f3. Yeah, now the d5 pawn is hanging, but maybe we can go here in h3, and we will need uh, because this is the problem. If you go like this and we try to go e5, this here, I think we just can grab queen take b7. We don't have enough tactics. We don't have knight e2, of course not. You're defending it here. We go rook b8, but this one queen a6, and we just keep an extra pawn. No, this is not good. So let's go back here now. They are both focused. He's spending some time again, and I'm just happy to see that Anna is again ahead on the clock. She was ahead on the clock this morning. She is ahead on the clock today. Head on the clock today. Oh wow! This evening too. That's good, because when we try to improve, we have to look at everything, and one of them is time management. Of course, we have to try to find better plans to learn from our mistake. But one of these things to work on is the time also. And Anna is doing much better now here in this tournament with the time management. I think also that yeah, now there's some time she played last, but she's doing well with the time management this far. When you have a rook on the open line, yeah, you don't want to put, if you put anything on c1, it will be rook c1. You will never put the queen here, of course, because you have the rook on here. But you can go, this one is the well defended, but rook c1 is absolutely a normal move to play. Where you want to have, you want one rook to c1, this one you want to be um, f1. But queen e2, it could be queen e2. No, sorry, we have knight to d4. This is very important. It would be a mistake. Sorry. If Anna takes on d4, white always want to take back with the queen. This is very important for for white to have this possibility, always to be able to take back with a piece, not to take back with a pawn, because then this bishop would be it would be just blocked behind the pawn on d4. Will there be some time scramble? It could be, but there's still lots of time left here. And as I told you, there are 40, around 40, a little more than 45 plays with 2 out of 2, and around a little more than 55 plays, I believe, with 1.5 out of 2. And then Anna and her opponent, the international master Justin Sarkar, they are two of many plays with 1 out of 2. So yeah, he played the opening quite quickly, took time for knight c3. He has been spending like 10 minutes for after rook c8 here now. And what will he do? Um, yeah, I told you the three moves I could guess. Rook c3, bishop e2, or knight f3. These are the three moves I could guess. You see, it looked like he was on his way to make a move. It looked like he was a way to make the move. Yeah, maybe we would prefer to have the clock on the other side. But this is also something common in chess tournament. They always have black on this side, and the clock is normally on the right hand side for black. And you keep the clocks on the same side, so it will be easier for the arbiter. If the arbiter need to do something, the arbiter easily can see the time. And so we cannot see the time there, but we can see it online instead. And we see that it's a digital clock they are playing with. So you know even the seconds you have left. It's quite, when there are less than 20 minutes, you will know the seconds you have left on the clock. Yeah, the clock is working well. Anna is ahead of time, like 9 minutes. And it's not so often we have seen it, but we saw it this morning, yesterday, in some moments of the game, she was also ahead of time. And here we see a very young girl. Here we see the number one Parman from Iran walking around. He is the player with 2684, I believe, the number one in the tournament. And such a good player. And I think that's so nice that in the open tournaments we can see these fantastic players play too. It's just quite amazing. And there, yes, that was Mag Sodley. I'm sorry, not so easy for me to pronounce his name, but he is the number one in the tournament. And there are five players with more than 2,600. And Anna, she's seeded 159, more or less 159 among the little bit more than 400 players taking part in the tournament. And it's a Swiss tournament. It means that more there are more players than rounds. It's not possible to play against all these 400 players. So they will play against 9 different opponents during nine rounds. Now it looks our opponent is on his way to make a move. Looks like he's on his way to make a move. He took on c6. He took on c6. And this is he want to take. Uh, this was a show. I told you she should absolutely take back with the pawn. Absolutely take back with the pawn. This was it was a shocking move for me here. If you're coming here, but you will just go rook b8. The rook is standing well here now. Um, and so he took her. Could it be that after b, but after a move like this, can we go c5? Or no, c5, no, we can't go c5 because we have this. Wow, queen h5, threatening mate. And if you go knight h6, we will just grab it. And g6, we have this in between move. And we are staying with an extra pawn. So this is very, very important. He took here now. And he's actually, Anna should take with the pawn. If you take with the bishop, he will absolutely not take. This would be better for Anna. This would be fine, but he would go back bishop e2 to bring it to f3. And we don't have, do we have bishop c5 here now? But no, we have knight b5 and we are stopping d4 from coming here. And this is actually because in a position like this, we are planning d4. If you go rook c1, we can can we go d4? No, we have knight a4. We are kicking in. I am not sure like this. And yeah, because we have some, I don't know, I think this should be okay to be played. Absolutely. So I am a little bit surprised. He here, no, I didn't expect him to take on c6. I would absolutely take back with the pawn. I would take back with the pawn. I think that is very, very good to do. She had an isolated pawn. The bishop here. And if you just walk away, you can even let me take on b5. You can take like this. I thought that would be improving me, but it could maybe make it better. But I like just to take here bishop d3. But now c5 is a blunder. Queen d6 would be a good move to be played. And can you go e4 here now? No, because after a move like this, we have a plan, knight g4. We're not planning really to take, I would say, on h2, but we play knight g4, knight e5 in this position. Knight g4, and you will need to, and you will absolutely need to do something. Yeah, might be playing knight g4 after g3. We can even take on h4. Let's say you go something like this. You can go knight g4, and if you go like this, we can go queen g5. I think we even could play this. No, we can't. Queen h5. Oh, you've been losing on spot. I'm sorry. I am. But we could go queen g5 and then bring it in. So b takes c6. Anna played it. Very happy. Now, this is very important. He will go bishop d3 now. Now, this is defending. Now, he will go bishop d3. He will maybe play for e4 here afterwards. He might play for e4 afterwards. I heard someone said, with the pawn is here, you don't want to change it, but now he might play for it. But in a position like this, I like rook 8 or bishop d6. Bishop d6, could we go e4 here now? No, we have knight g4. So in a position like this was played. Anna took back with the pawn. Let's see the lie board. She took back with the pawn like this. We can put it here and I can put it here. This is the position on the board. And this was the best to take back with the board, with the pawn. And I'm surprised he took on c6. Yes, letting Anna. Now she has what is called, these 2 pawns called hanging pawns. But she has to be careful. Don't go c5. This would just lose a pawn and he will have, so bishop d3. I just hope Anna will go bishop d6 here. This is what I would love to play here now. Now you might need to prove to go here now. Now this is probably not so much, because after this, yes, we have queen h4, and this will actually, after a move like this, we can go, oh wow, and we have queen g3, and this is getting very good, of course. But so this was played. B takes c6 was played. I think he will go. He played bishop d3. This has been played. And now it's important, Anna, don't go c5. I'm a little bit scared she will go c5. This is a little bit a tactical trick. So I do hope she will not go c5 here in this position. Then she will lose. This is the tactical trick. You can go knight take d5, take here, and you have queen h5, because this is unpre. We don't have this move because we just go queen take d5 and we win a fantastic pawn. We need to go, yeah, we need to go f5, but then we have bishop c4, bishop e6. We will go after this. No, not like this. We need to go rook. Yeah, but this is maybe not so clear. Huh? Rook c6. After queen f3, we will go rook d6. So you need to go bishop e5. This is better for white, but it's not. It's very, very tactical. Depends on if he's very good at calculating. So now we have bishop d3 was played. I don't like c5. I like bishop d6. This is the move I like to be played. Now I have planned to go knight g4. If you go h3, we can go queen e7. We have some idea of going queen e5 here. Can you go here? But maybe then we go queen e5. And no, you have f4. This is the plan. So rook e1, we have this rook e5. And now again, I just want to bring out the rook. I'm not sure. Maybe the rook should be here. Maybe these two rooks should be like this. Can you go e4 here now? No, now we have queen e5, and we have this because there's not an f4 any longer. So let's go back, and you see we want to bring in the queen to h2. So here's the position, bishop d3, don't play c5. There is knight take d5. I'm not sure he will see it because there are quite a long calculation, but it's just, it's not good. It will give white the better game. So I like bishop d3, bishop d6, looking at this pawn on h2. If you make something like this, I think this is the Greek gift. Check knight g4. If you go down here, we have queen h4. Now this will be working. We will actually, now we will win this. But after this, after this check, we can go queen g3 and queen g5. I guess we go f4 here. And we can't go here. Where we go? If you come here, we will only have rook h1. And we are just doing very well. Also, we attacking here. So this is the reason the Greek gift doesn't work here, because you have queen g3, and after check here, and if you give a check like queen c7, we have queen f3, and we are running in with the king to e2. We can take this, but remember that, no, sorry, we will take with the king, I believe. And no, maybe I'm not sure what is bad with the king. So but we have got two pieces. We have also the bishop pair. White is absolutely much better here now. White has a very good position here. Will Anna go? And she played bishop d6. This was very, very nice move to see on the board. Bishop d6. I'm very happy. This is a move I really like Anna to play. And it's an active move, bringing the bishop to the diagonal towards the king. And so here we have it on the board. Anna played bishop d6. This is what we have on the board. She played it quite quickly. She has more time, about 5 more minutes than her opponent. And this is move I also like to see, because now we are planning a move like knight g4. What could I expect the opponent? It could be he goes h3 here now. After h3, I like to go here. And now we need somehow to avoid this. Maybe knight e2 is a good way of playing, but we can go knight e4. We are not scared because we take it with the queen. And if you go something like this, I'm not sure if we can exchange, but we could actually only play queen g6. We have some ideas taking on h3 here now. After king h1, we will start moving the pawn, because after this, look at here, there are some terrible threats against g2. This is very, very far away, but Anna played the move I really wanted her to play, bishop d6, because this is the place where this bishop belongs in this kind of position, with, I would say, with hanging pawns. And also with, when you have isolated pawn, the bishop is looking at the king side. We saw that it's not possible to sacrifice on h2. It's called the Greek gift. But this is a very annoying move coming up here. And now, and so her opponent will somehow play something against it. It could be knight e2, knight g4. I'm not sure h3 here. Can we play like this? Rook e1. And actually, this would be perpetual here. I just want to show after check this just be mate in one. But in a position like this, we have to go king here. And I guess we go queen h6. And after king here 1, why don't we play this move? We have maybe knight f4. So it's better to go check here. So after a move like this, and if you go here, we can we just play bishop take h3. This is a perpetual here now. And if you go king g1, this is what you have to play. This is very, very far away. But so this is such an exciting position. I would say I like the position better now for black than before. I told you that white will never take on c6, but white did that. And that surprised me a lot, because I like these pawns better together than the isolated pawn, especially as Anna has lost time with putting the bishop on e7. And this is actually something very important to learn to play, both to play with the isolated pawn and to play against the isolated pawn. Some players are very good to play with it. Some players are very good to play against it. But it's important for the understanding of chess to be able to play both ways, both against and with it, because there are different openings where you will have it, and sometimes you will absolutely need to know how to handle it. So with the isolated pawn, activity is important, and against it, you like to exchange pieces, you like to control the square in front of it. Now we have hanging pawns. It means that not now, that c5 can be in there, but we have to be careful for this plan. You remember, if Anna has time to go rook 8, she can go c5. It will not be the same then. He played something. What did he do? I cannot see what he played. I cannot see what he played. What did he play here now? What did he play? So, bishop d3, knight c3, bishop e2. I don't see any move. He played e4. He played e4. Wow. This was his plan. He played e4. And now I would like to go knight g4. It's possible that this is a better move. I'm just wondering after this. Now we have this. And why is this working in this position? Because we have h5. No, this is just impossible. Because we have the open inline. And after a move like this, we will have h3. And we will just pick up the queen here now. So he played e4. He played it quite quickly. This was his plan. I would go knight g4 here now. I would absolutely go knight g4. What is going to happen? After knight g4, if he goes g3, we can go queen g5. We're starting to have threats like queen h5 here now. If you go h4, I guess we will bring the queen away here. And what are we planning in a position like this? We want to keep the queens on. So if you grab here, we will go, we have f5. Yeah, but this is not easy to say. So I think we will see this on the board. Will he go h3 here now? And then queen h4 is a good move. And after something like this, we have what is happening. King take h1. We have like this. And king take h2. We have queen take b2 in the end. So this is what I think. Anna will go knight g4 in this position. This is what I think. This is just so he played e4. I didn't see what had happened at the board, and so what he wants to actually. This bishop is hanging. This is important because if Anna went like this here and she went queen h4, you take the bishop. But if you play like this doesn't work. I just want to show because we will take here. This bishop is hanging. Otherwise, this was a way of playing this, but the bishop on d7 is hanging. So he played very consistent. Bishop d3, he wanted to go e4, and now he played e4. But now knight g4 is very, very tempting move to be played. If you go g3, this would actually be a draw here now. After here, this would be a draw in this position. Because you have nothing you can do. After bishop g3, you have to avoid is threatening mate in 1, and after this rook e1, it will be mate in 2 instead. So it would be like this. So knight g4 is very, very tempting, but after g3, also after g3, you can play on this, but you can also go here. You will absolutely need to take it. If you go something like this, we will play queen f6, and after this, look at this, and we will grab the bishop here, or maybe we will even go for a king attack, but we can also take on b2. Let's go back. So knight g4 is a very, very, I would say, very tempting move. After g3, so let's see here, we have this move. Now you need to block this. After a move like queen e2, maybe we can go rook. Maybe this rook is better to go with, but it's not so easy. I think this rook is maybe more natural to play, but maybe you can butter us. And we don't really get away with this. Look here, we have bishop c5 also. So knight g4 is absolutely the move I want Anna to play. It could be that rook e8 is a stronger move, but that is just, I would say, impossible to see. I like knight g4 here now. This is the move I would like Anna to play. So this is the third round. The position is like this. e4 was played. He is playing for this to open up the position. But look at this bishop coming here. It's such a good piece. And I could go for this. And after here, she has this tremendous. Remember, king h, this is not possible. This will be a mate very quickly. So after queen d4 here, we have this incredible move. We threaten h4 check. Only way to stop it is with this. And now queen c4. After f4, we have rook e3 here check. And this is just winning. So rook 8 is a good move, but I would say I would have played knight g4 myself in a position like this. I was just wondering if you go rook 8, can we go something like h3 here now? The point is if you take, we will take like this. And if you take here, we have this position. And this would be about equal this position. We will have to go f6 here. And after rook fd1, I guess we go bishop d5. And this is, and we will go queen e7. It's about equal chances here. After rook c1, we will just be careful with our rook. Maybe bring this away. So let's go away. e4 was played. I think Anna will spend some time. She has 41 minutes. Her opponent has 37 minutes. He has played his 14th move. e4 was not a good move. It was not a good move because Anna has this bishop looking at the king side. She can absolutely play this move. After this move, he will go h3. I'm quite sure. She's threatening to grab a pawn. You cannot play like this because we have check. And after that, we have queen h4. This will be a mate. This will be just winning on spot. So knight h4, with knight g4 we friend to win a bot. And after this we can play here. And the point is you cannot take like this because it's mate in one. And after this, remember, you go bishop e2 here now. And we have knight e5. And I guess after a move like this, we will actually be able to play this position. And actually here, this is actually going to be a mate. We threaten mate on h2, and if you go here, I will just show it to the end. This is a very well-known pattern to know, and it is mate. So let's go back. Knight g4 is what I'm hoping Anna will play. I do hope she will go knight g4, and after a move like h3 to go queen h4. This is what I'm hoping Anna will play. Can go something like knight e2, rook f8. Can we just take here now? And what will happen? Rook e1, and we have all these tactics. And look here, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. After a move like this, I guess we take here. We threaten knight f3, and if you do something like this, we are going knight g4. We are threatening all sorts of things here now. This is just fantastic, just winning. Let's go back. So knight g4, I do hope Anna will play that. It's such a good move. And also after knight g4, you cannot stop the diagonal with f4 because we have knight d3. We can maybe start making a move like this. And actually we have this pattern. This is a well-known pattern. Threaten mate in one. And if you take here, it will be mate like this instead. So knight g4. Oh, I do hope she will play this. I really do hope she will play this. I think rook 8 is not a very human move to play. Actually, this is what I think. After rook 8, this is not possible because we can I think we can take. No, this is not the best. We should go knight g4 here. And we have threats after h3. We have probably just queen h4. We have threats against both from this. Rook e8, I would just say that knight g4 is just after e4, knight g4 is the most human move to be played. And this is a move I would play myself. I would not go rook e8 in a position like this. I would not have found the rook e8. I don't think so. I would have gone for knight g4. If rook 8 is better, yeah, and we see if you look at the pieces, you don't. Yeah, we could go d4, but this is not so clear. And to go c4, white will go f4, and okay, now we have knight g4, knight d3. You have bishop c1, but here you are actually absolutely fine. So in a position like this, we have to go c4. I'm not sure what is happening. Bishop c1, giving a pawn. No, this is difficult. No, I don't want any d4. I want knight g4. After d4, black is fine, but after knight g4, white is getting into danger. White is getting into danger after knight g4. Oh, don't play bishop take h2. Bishop takes h2. It doesn't work. Knight g4. There's only one more, king g3. And after check like this, we will go king f3. No, not king f3. We have f5. We will go f4. No, so don't bishop take h2. I don't want Anna to play that. I really hope she will not play bishop 8, take h2. So, and this is actually not so easy to know when it works and when it doesn't work. And this is the reason why rook 8 is good, because after, if you take here, now it works. We could see that because now this rook is entering. We give away a piece after this, and now we bring in the pawn. We are threatening a5 check. The king cannot escape here now. If threaten h4 check, it's a very, very strong threat. h4 and knight h2. And if you stop it, we had this queen coming here. You need to go f4 and rook e3. So this is why rook 8 is a good move. And then maybe you have this sacrifice, the Greek gift taking on h2, but not here yet. We need one more active piece. Let's see. If Anna start attacking, she has only the queen and the knight. She might have a h pawn, uh, but no more piece. With rook e8 here, she would have also the rook to use. So this is a different. You need to have more pieces in the attack. So bishop d6, e4 was played. He played according his plan. This was the plan. He took on c6, bishop d3, and he went e4 very, very quickly. And here we see Ivanchuk walking around. He is a player that walks around very, very much. He is just a fantastic player. Been I think he has been rated number 2. I don't know if he has been rated number 1. He was never world champion in classical, but just a tremendous strong player. And he's born 69, I believe. So he's not so young, but he is keep on playing and keep on playing very, very well. Um, actually. So it's yeah, it's nice to see him playing there. There are also other strong, other very exciting players playing too in Reykjavik Open. So this is the third round. Very, very exciting. It's actually the second game today. And I would think that with the tiredness, this could be it's easier to go wrong here. Both of them are surely quite tired. Anna played a very long game, almost 5 hours this morning. She won her second game, her second round. She won her first game today, but it was the second round. Yesterday she lost. So Anna has one out of two her opponent. He won yesterday a game, but today he lost. And so he's also having one out of two. I think it looks like Anna is looking at the king side, or is this what I want her to look at? It's maybe not clear, but I do like, I do hope she goes knight g4. I think, yes, this is such a but okay, after knight g4, you go h3 here. Now you need to see that you have a threat and also that you have ideas of going knight h2. If we play something like this, we have this bishop h2. Let's say we go rook b1 here now. Maybe we can even go, we have ideas like this and we are coming back here, but we go queen e2 and maybe 95, and now we have big threats to take here. I just want you to show we have this would be just check, and here we have this will be actually endmate here. So let's go back. 94 is absolutely the most tempting move. No, the Greek gift does not work here now. It works after rook e8, e takes d5. Now it works in this position. If Anna takes, I don't want her to take. Knight g4, king g5 is coming. And the king is running away to e2. So it's not, it would not be good to play that. Oh, so exciting. It started with a slow opening, a reti opening, knight f3, e3, b3, small moves from white. And finally, white put some pawns in the center, c4, d4, and I got an isolated pawn. After that, white, just some few moments ago, decided to change on c3, and I took back with the pawn. That is very good. And now it is her move to play. And he played e4 without looking at what Anna is planning. But this is strong. After this, he will play h3, but now queen h4 is very, very good move. And there she's planning 95 and just grabbing the pawn here on f3. This is what after queen f3, this would be a mistake. We're coming maybe here, and we can even go bishop g4 here if you want to do like this. This would actually be good. A move like f3, we have bishop takes, we have bishop c5, we have lots of thing here now, and we have this take here, and then bishop c5 here, and queen g3. So this is very far. So knight g4, I do hope she will play knight g4 now here. After knight g4, yes, there are two moves. We threaten to take this, so white has only two moves to play, g3 or h3. If you go g3, you can go queen a g5 and keep the initiative. You can also, if you want, this would be a draw here. queen takes here. Whatever you do, if you come here, we will go here. And after this, we have bishop g3. You will need to take it, and we have a perpetual. Nothing more, but it's a perpetual here. So, but you can also, after queen g4, here, after g3, you can keep on playing like this, planning to go queen h5 and to play this position. If you take here now, maybe queen h6 is better. h4 is coming. Um, I'm wondering if we can go knight e3. Probably not. Now, oh no, but this is difficult, f5. So this is absolutely difficult. But after, yeah, this is difficult. So after g3, if you could make a move like this, white could even play, you take d5. So knight e5 is not such a good move here to play. Queen d5 is the best. It's not at all clear, this position. It is not at all clear to queen h6. You need to go h4 here now. And you, and now f5 is the way of playing. To go f4, take on g3, but again, bishop c4 and king h8. And if you take, I guess we take back. And this is why queen should be here. So, but it's difficult to see. But after, so, but anyway, I like knight g4 here. What could she could be thinking of d4. I don't like d4 so much because after d4, you go knight e2 and you have this plan of going f4, c5, and we go f4, knight g4, and you need, this is the only move you have, I would say, bishop c1. And now it could be that this is the right way of playing, actually, and after bishop c5. But yeah, no, I don't. So I don't want her to go. What did she play? No, she played something else. She took on h2. This was not the best. I'm so sorry. She took on h2. She took on h2. I'm so sorry she played that. She took on h2. He will absolutely take back. And I don't see how Anna, she will absolutely lose now the game. I'm quite sure she's going to lose the game now. Oh, I'm very pessimistic. He took here knight g4. He will go queen g3 very quickly. With rook h8 played, this would be working. But after queen g3, king d3, there is nothing Anna can do here now. I don't know how, yes, knight g4. He will absolutely go queen d3. Oh, I'm so sorry that Anna took an h2. But this will be, it was very bold, it was very bold. But he has only one move to do, and he will absolutely play this. And it's a pity. Rook e8 was a good preparation move, but too difficult to see. She has only two pieces to play with. It's not enough. And this king is escaping. I don't think Anna will survive this game now any longer. So, and here we have it on the board, queen g3. And this is just, I don't see that she will have anything to play here now. Oh, she took on h2. Oh, I'm sorry. Knight g4 was such a good move to be played. But it's like this. There is just not enough pieces here. If she go a move like rook 8, her opponent will absolutely not take here. He will absolutely not take. If you go h5, king f3 will not becoming h5. Yeah, h5 could be a move. You can have this move. Oh, no. So you can have h5. You can have rook h1 coming. And we try something like f5. This could be a possibility. Can we take here now? So she needs to go h5 here in this position. h5 after king here. She has queen h4. Or maybe she has h5. So h5 is the best move to be played. It's not finished yet, but it was too much. Queen d3 was the only move for white to keep on playing. It was the only move to play. And now let's see what she will do here now. She wanted to attack too quickly. Maybe f5 is the best move to be played here now. After f5, can we take here now? Can we now go some h4 move? No, you have lots of different moves here to be played. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. If you go here now, you can take it with the knight take. This is actually the best way of taking it. Can we go f5, check, king h8? Do we have some? We have queen d4. Is this what is the winning move? We have lots of different things. Anna's king is also weak here now. So it is, she played this too quickly. Knight g4, but king g3. And now, I don't know, maybe h5 is a way of trying here now. What will he do? This is actually the best move to be played, but it's not so easy to find that move. Absolutely not. this is the best move to be played here in the position, just to stop her from coming. So bishop take h2 was too quickly. It was not a good move. Queen g3. She really wanted to make it when she had a chance, but everything is for learning. She has two little pieces to play with. This bishop is good. If she comes here, this will just run. You will go f4. This you will run away. Not queen f3 because we have knight take h2 and we will probably go taking here and bishop g4 coming. But you have f4. This is the problem. So it doesn't work for Anna. After this, she spent a lot of time and oh, I'm so sorry she went for this. I would have preferred anything else. She has a piece less and I don't know how she will continue here now. H5 is a possibility move. I like H5 actually. I like H5 to be played here now. I would like her to play that. I like H5. If you go Queen F3, we have Queen. We actually F5. Uh, what is happening here now? Queen E2, and we can go D take E4. If you go here now, we can go. Oh, this is getting so crazy. Everything. But so I like H5. I think H5 is the good move to be played here now. So I do hope she goes H5. But after H5, Queen D2 is a very good move. And after check, King F3. After check, where are we going to go? King H3. No, this is absolutely impossible to play. So I like A5. After this Queen F3, we can go F5. What is happening here now? We takes. We go. We have knight take H2. You grab this one, and we go rook take F5, and we have open lines for the rook. If you go rook Fe1, we have some attack here. I don't know. Queen F8 probably should be played. If you go F3, we have queen take F3. Wow, and I just want to show a mate. So there are some attacks, but H5 is the move I want Anna to play. H5 is absolutely the move I want her to play. Now, if Anna go with a knight here, this king will not now, but it will escape here. Like this, we will go f4. Yes, go f4. You take here, and there is nothing. So we can't go away with a knight. Then f4 will just be coming. And this is called the Greek gift. Yes, taking on HT is called the Greek gift. And wow. Now, queen c7. After queen c7, her opponent will go. I think queen f3. I thought queen f3, but this is a mistake. f4 is the right way of playing. So, no, I would like her to go here now. After a move like f4, we have h3, queen f1, and we have knight take h2. And you have to be, you can't go here because we have bishop g4. We are getting some activity here now. So let's see what happened here. King g3 was played on the board, and just hope Anna can keep this going. I was maybe pessimistic, but I f5 or h5. I prefer h5 here. This is actually the move I hope Anna will play now. F5 after F5, yeah, you can take it. If you take like this, you take here now, we take here, we cannot take here, we will just go here, King H3, and we have a perpetual like this. Here we have a perpetual. Maybe we have Rook F4. We're starting to fret lots of things here now. I'm wondering, we go Queen G5, King H2, and we have a mate here. Yeah, sorry. I am not. So there is the mate. I just play it out. So I like H5 to be played here now. She has only this and this to play with. This is defending piece. So I like H5 to be played in the position here now. But yeah, Anna couldn't resist taking on H2. Maybe she thought when she has the chance, she has to do that. But it was one move too early. It was H5 came. I'm happy she played H5. I like this H5 move. Here we have it on the board. It came. So what will her opponent do? He can go King F3, but after King F3, Anna needs to go. She can go check here also. She can play different things. But what can she not do? F5 is actually the best to be played. After that, we have bishop takes, here we have this position, and here we have queen f6 and threatens lots of thing here now. And after this, we are having all our pieces. Here, I guess we go, now we have queen g5, and look at this, we have even a fork here. The knight are always different. So she played h5 now. Her opponent has much more time. Anna went up. h5 was a good move, but it's just what can he play here now? This is actually what should be best. Queen d2 after h4 and then queen. But I'm telling you this, how could you ever put a queen here? I would say this is just impossible to play, I would say. And after queen d2, if you're coming here, queen here, we can go f5 again. Taking here now. If you take, we need to make this move. We have time to take. This is not possible, so we need to run away, and we play this position. And here we actually have play for it's about maybe we have absolutely compensation. Black has compensation for being a piece down. It's only a pawn, but you have compensation. So h5 was played here now, and it's like her, I would say this is more like her dad playing like this than me. I would only take on h2 if I was sure this was winning. I am not so a person who like to give up material like that. But now Anna is sitting there and she's focusing, and you can see this game started with a slow game. It was a reti, and now we have fire on the board. She is planning h4. She is planning h4, and after, let's see, we make a slow move. We will go f5. This is the plan. And after taking here, after f5 taking here, we have queen g5. Wow. This is the idea. And now we don't take queen d2. So this is the idea with h5. What did he do? He played rook h1. But this was not the best move to be played. He played rook h1. And now, what's this? Yeah, this is a good move also to be played. Yeah, you're right. So now Anna needs to go f5. This is the best move she has here now, to go f5. Will Anna go f5 in this position? What happened if he grabs the pawn here now? We have f5, king e3, and we have knight e3. Wow, this is just tremendous. Can we go king h8 here now? We can even take it. The idea is in this position, if you come here, we have bishop g4. So Anna, rook h1 was a good move to be played. f5 is the best move Anna can play here now. If Anna plays anything like this, f4 will become g5. You will just defend it somehow, maybe like this. And after this, you are running away. This is just getting good for black. So queen 8, rook h1 was a good move to be played. It was absolutely a good move to be played in this position. But now f5 is the best she can do. And if you take here queen g5, and what is the difference if you go, we have f4 now. So not queen f5, we need to go take and take. And now rook f5. So bishop f5, this should be what to play. But what happened if you go rook take h5, we have knight take f2. Oh, this is just, wow. I'm not really sure. After this, we have bishop g4 check. Maybe. No, you're getting so much material. So we have bishop take d3 check coming here, and maybe rook f1. And here we will play with an open king, and we will play with an open king, but we have some pawns for the rook and two pieces. This is very, very far away. But f5 is the best move I could see for Anna to play here now. And f5 is absolutely the best move to be played here. f5, will she find this? I am not sure, but this is the best move to be played. And after f5, f4 is actually the best her opponent can play. And yeah, I think he will play this. This is the problem. The point is, after this, he has this, and here we have this check, and we are winning on spot. So after f5, you're coming here, f5, f4. So I don't know what to play here now. This f5, this is just a fantastic move to be played here now. F takes, we have knight takes here. Can we go rook take f4? If you take here now, we have queen c7 check, king f3, we have rook f8. No, we go rook take e4 here now. Oh, this is getting crazy. So f5. I do hope Anna will go f5 in this position. f5 is just fantastic move to play. If you go rook take h5 here, we could go taking here, knight takes. Do we have something? Now we have queen c7. Oh, it's so many pieces to look at here. You need to go knight to d5. No, this is impossible to play. So it's very, very tactical, this position. This is absolutely a position with, I would say it's chaos on board. Some people love to play this position. I don't like it so much because, you make a mistake and then you're out of the game. Anna is playing with piece down, but the king is up. But she needs to go f5, and she's down with 20 minutes. I would absolutely have gone the solid way. I would have gone knight g4. It's not the solid way, but I would have gone for the slow attack, and I went for the quick attack. And so I like f5 here now at this moment. Wow. Oh, and the problem is queen d5, f4, and this is just losing for her now here. You can we play like this also? Yeah, everything is going well. You have a piece extra. Queen d5 is not enough. Rook h1 was a good move to be played. After h4 now, you will just grab it, and this will be very, very good. So rook h1 was a logical move to be played, just to stop the pawns from coming to h4. And if Anna goes queen f6, we will go maybe queen d2. We will not go f4, I guess. Yeah, we can even go f4 here. There are lots of things we can play here now. So it would not be good to play. So f5 is the best. Try to get this piece into the attack. Let's say you play slow-mo, then we will have actually h4 check, and we will have a4, f4 picking up it. So a5 is a nice move because we are threatening h4 check. This is a big threat we have here. So you need to stop it, and the best way to stop it is with f4. And after here, move like this, knight takes, we have rook take f4. And here this is the only move to be played in the position. This is the only move to play, and we have rook f7. I'm just wondering, can we go something like rook take h5? No, we have queen c7. Oh, this is so crazy. So after rook take f7, you need to go queen g1, check here now. Can we give it check here now? And you need only move queen h4. And white is doing fine. The king is safe there. Oh, wow. But this is just completely crazy to be played. The idea is we have a counter attack here. We can't go rook f4 because it's a mate in one. But there is chance. But she needs to go. Queen took f2. The idea with queen to f2 is you threaten to take on f2, but it's too slow. This was the idea with queen f6 to play there. But I like f5 is the move. I really do hope Anna will go for here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I played this so quickly. But it will be a good game for learning. It will absolutely be a good game for learning. I think it's quite good to play this move, to go for the sacrifice. Anna will, in the future, she will be more careful to play this than so it's just everything is for learning. I didn't expect Anna to take on h2, but she thought that this was very, very good. Going d4, no, we can't. We need to have open lines. Going d4, we will, yes, we can even go queen takes here now. And we are starting to have some threats. Even this we could play here now, and bishop take e6. We give back the piece. Even this we could play. But I think, can't we go just knight e2 here now? If we go here d4, can we go knight e2? Yes, this is also queen d5. We always have f4, and this is very good. So we can just go away with the knight e2, and we are having more piece here. We can also block later with knight f4, but probably we'll go f4 here. So we need to keep the lines open. So f5 is what I would like Anna to play here now. I hope she will go f5 now here. Yeah, if Anna gives a check here now, her opponent can just go f4, just blocking everything here. Not queen, maybe queen f3 is also possible, but maybe we will start to get something. But he will go f4, absolutely. So that's why Anna needs to go f4, f5, take here. And now if you go, if it does something else, like this, I don't know if Anna can take on d3. She can even play this position with knight f6, threatening the rook here now. So f5 is absolutely the move she needs to be playing here now. If there's something else, I don't see how she will be able to save it. If you go g5, if you come here, this would be a mistake. We will come here and it will be just a mate. You can see we have the mate here. But after a move like g5, her opponent will go queen d2. This is actually the only move he can play. And the idea is, so he keep control of this and he will run away here now. And we queen f6. This could be actually possible that Anna goes for this. But here we don't have anything more now for Anna. We don't have anything more like this. We have this position and she will have get 2 pawns. Uh, she has even 3 pawns, but it is not, this is not enough for her. She will absolutely be much worse against the bishop pair in this position. If you come here, we will go maybe h3, maybe knight f4, but now we can even take here now. This is very, very far away. It could be that Anna will go g5, but g5, if she goes g5, this is actually the only move, but this is just a very, very good move to be played. Do we have queen f6? No, we have rook take h5 now, and we can't go rook take h4 now because we have queen take c7. It could be Anna will go g5. After g5, this is only move. Queen c1 would be a mistake because this move controls here f4 and also look at d2. So this is absolutely the only move to be played here now. And so I expect Anna, what do I guess? I think Anna will go g5. It looks very tempting to play g5 here in this position. No, you don't have time for anything slow because if you look material-wise, Anna is a piece down. She needs to play quickly. And if you go here, look at this bishop. This, you can just go queen d2 here and just play with the piece up. So she needs to play quickly. She needs to get more pieces to the attack. She needs to go something like f5 is the best chance. So I do hope she will play that. So you see, she has only 1 pawn piece to attack it to, and this one is not attacking, it's just defending, and the queen can't get closer. If the queen, white will always go f4. Without the f4 pawn, Anna would have had a good position here, but I would say so. She would be fine without the f pawn, I believe, but with the f pawn, you can block with f4. This is absolutely, then she would have had queen g5 if there was no pawn on f2. But like it is now, f4 will be coming. So that's why she needs to get one more piece to attack with. She has 1, 2, and 3. This move is stopped because white will grab it. The queen can't get closer. We will only block it or attack the queen. So like this, she is threatening to get the pawn to f4. She's actually threatening this move, planning to take her also. This is the threat now, h4, and to take on e4 with the double check. So Anna is down to 13 minutes here now. She is down to 13 minutes. Let's see what she will do. If I guess, I will guess g5, but g5, queen d2. I think g5, yeah, I think we will see g5, queen d2, and h4. I guess this is what we'll see. But her opponent is absolutely fine here now because he has only one move. Yeah, this is the only way. And if there was a rook on c1, she would be winning with knight e3. But after knight e3, the king can still escape. And there we can go queen g2. We threaten it, but you can even play this position, and even this would be very good for white because you had 2 pieces. You still have the queen left. And you will need to go f6, but you have this bishop on b2. This would absolutely be very good. Knight e2 is coming, and f6, you go rook g1, and there are some terrible threats here now against this. Let's go back. Let's go back here. But f5 or g5, one of these has to be played. I hope she goes f5. F5 is the best chance. but it's not easy. After f5, if you take the pawn, we will go bishop take f5. If you take here now, we have this knight take f2, but this is very difficult to see. It's a fork. If you take here, we will just grab the queen here. Absolutely, we will be happy to play a position like this, and this is very, very far away. So f5, I do hope Anna will go for f5. After 40 moves, they will get 30 minutes extra. I don't think we will reach 40 moves here because it's such a tactical position. And it just this is the problem. It just Anna needs to find a very good move here, f5, to keep the game going. If she plays something else, she will actually be lost quite quickly, I would say. He played rook h1 quite quickly. I think he's quite good of calculating. Let's see what she will do. No, queen to b6. We have a threat here. We threat a mate in very few moves, but you go just queen d2 and everything is defended. We can't play a slow move like this. We have 1, 2, 3 pieces tagged here. We need to have one more piece. And with f5, we're getting a pawn. We also open up for the rook. And I went g5. g5 is absolutely a fine move. There's only one move for opponent to play. The problem is that this move is a good move to be played. Queen d2 is absolutely the only move he can play, and I think he will go queen d2. So g5 is I think absolutely he will go queen d2. He will spend some time here, but I think and after queen d2, I cannot see that Anna will. Now Anna is threatening. She's threatening queen c7, queen f4. This is a tremendous threat she has. She's threatening check. So this would actually lose the game because after here we have a mate in one. It's not only queen, it's a mate. And if you go here, we have queen f3 and then we have a mate here. These are all very good, but the problem is this is only move. This is not working because h4 here, take here, and after this we have knight e3. You have to give up then. But I'm quite sure he's an international master. He has a very good peak rating. He will find the only move he can play. And I went g5. And if he goes queen d2, it's just a very good move to be played here now. It's very good. He see that she's threatening this. And so he will absolutely play this move. He can't go queen f3. She will just go queen f6. Can he go something like e5 now here? He could play a move like this. So the idea here now he will absolutely he will be getting out of it. So e5 is possible, but after e5, this is actually the best move to be played. And after a move like queen e2, we have h4 here, and we have this very, very good move. After this, we have maybe something like knight c4, queen f3, and we will have soon a mate here now. So let's go back. Has he played now? No, he will spend some time. I wish he had only 10 minutes, but I think even with 10 minutes, he would find there is one only move for white to play, one only move, and then white will just have a very, very good position. After this move, h4 here now, d4 is the best move to be played here. But after d4, you can even give back the piece. You can even give back. One idea is after this, we will go queen f6. No, it's knight e5, mate. Sorry. But you have also knight d1. So I don't think Anna would ever play anything like this, keep on playing this position. No, she would go for the pawn. So if it goes queen d2, I don't think Anna will save the game. That is a good move. It's the only move for white. With anything else, Anna will stay in the game. With anything else, she will stay in the game. But I think this is what Anna has played here. This is also, you're tired. She played 5 hours this morning, so it's not so easy with calculation. But I think when you're tired, maybe it's good little bit to play a little bit slower. But she saw this Greek gift and she thought it was fine. It's very close. It would be working. She could have prepared it in a very nice way. But all the games are for learning. and she's playing against a good player, international master. He had his peak rating 24.55. It's more than 10 years ago. Will he find his only move? I think he will find his only move. He's a good player, and he see the threats that are coming here now. And after, if Anna goes here, if you go queen f6, you threaten this check, but then we have time to take it. And the point is, if you go here, we have this check, and then would be the end of the game. So this is only one thing he can do, but he has 30 minutes to calculate. He has 30 minutes, and when Anna took an HT, he took quickly back. He saw, he has seen this, that this should be okay. When the king steps out, it should be okay. If Anna had, if rook was on e8 and pawn was on d5, then this would be different. She would absolutely be in the game. But in this position, he has one only move. So yeah, it's so exciting. But this sacrifice, we can see in a lots of different openings, both for white sacrifice on the h7. Here was black sacrifice on the h2. It's called the Greek gift. You're giving the bishop, you bring up the queen, and then you are hoping that your queen and knight would make would catch the king. So the king needs to come out like we can see here. And will he find the only move? Yes, I think so. Anna is also taking her time. She's down to 10 minutes. I'm not worried about her time here now, but she made one of the only two moves to be made. But I don't know. Check here, queen f6 here. Maybe this king d1. Maybe f6 is the best move to be played. So if you take here now, we would absolutely be in the game here. We have lots of pawns, but your opponent would in a position after f6. We can even go king c1. Can we start playing some d4 move, knight d1? And here we will actually have to play. We will have to play with the piece down, and this would absolutely be losing. No, we cannot play like this. I don't know, maybe a small move like rook f e8, but yes, to keep rook f e1, we and queen g3, and it is just hoping you do something like that, open up for the bishop, for the rook, but you would not do that. So, so it's not the end. Even if he goes here, this here, queen check here, and now this is probably the best move to be played, just to close the diagonal here. And now he shouldn't go rook f1 because we have knight e1. Maybe this is also still good for white, but at least we are getting closer with the material. We have some pawns, and we are going c5. We are trying to bring this bishop to e6. Here we can keep on fighting, absolutely. So g5 was played, but this was absolutely, it wasn't f5 was the better move to be played. It was more tricky move to be played. And but this was the second best move to try for black. This was absolutely the second best move to play for Anna. So if you don't find f5, g5 was the move to be played here now. I think if Anna, if it goes the best move, then I think Anna will have to find the right idea and to keep fighting. What we have been looking at, she will go and take f2. She will get 2 pawns for the piece, but she will be playing with the piece down. The king, the piece will be a little bit awkward, but it's a pity. With the rook on c1, this would be actually very good for Anna. If the rook would have been on c1, this would actually have been very good. With the rook on a1, the king has escaped here, and to c1. This is just incredible luck that a small, one little move can make such a huge difference in the position. But we are seeing a very exciting game. It started so slowly, and here we have fire on the board. We really have fire on the board. Her opponent has lots of time, and here he played this only move. He played this fantastic only move, queen d2. This was absolutely only move to be played, and yeah, I am so yeah. this was absolutely the only thing he can be playing here. She needs to go check, go and take here. This is absolutely the only thing she can do in this position. But he finds his queen d2 was a very, very in important move to be played. And now Anna is fighting. She has a piece down. She will get the second pawn, but he has a piece down. I don't know the players who are behind. I know some of the players, some of like Vasily Ivanchuk, we have seen sometimes. We have seen some other very well-known players, but there are lots of players I do not know. We saw also Hannes Stefansson, who played this tournament 27 times. That is quite amazing. So he played queen g5, now h4, and queen king. She needs to go here. And there we have Gary Fuller, a young player. I think she's with 2450. She is the highest rated female player in the tournament. I think it's about 30 women among these, a little more than 30 women maybe among these 400 players. So maybe it's 7-8%, something like that. So it's better than the old times, but there is still hoping to see more women, more female plays. But it's increasing, it's coming, going better. So Anna needs to play h4, queen f6, go after the pawn. This is the only thing she can do here, to go after this pawn here. And with the rook on c1, she would be winning. But now he has this escape war. In here, actually, I like f6, but this is just a very difficult move to be played. And her opponent can do, yeah, I can do lots of things. Rook a3, maybe we go rook e8 here now. And what is this? Rook f1. Can we go bring it back here now? And yeah, you bring in the pieces. This will absolutely be very good for white. This is absolutely, yes, very good for white. You don't have enough. Maybe go rook d8, and now we try to go this. If you do something slowly, we will just go d take e4, and we are getting fine. But if he plays with control, and I think absolutely he will do that. He made a mistake with e4. That was a mistake, but Anna, she made this piece sacrifice, and maybe she was, because of tiredness, I think she's just very, very tired, a little bit impatient, and she thought, this looks very good. I want to go for this famous piece sacrifice. Sometimes it works. Here it didn't work, and her opponent, sorry, her opponent find this excellent move. The only move that gives him a very, very good position. Yeah, when your stronger players are playing, then they have a playing area. The audience cannot come so close. Here, they are allowed to come to the board, and so they don't have any rope or anything to keep the players away. I guess this is the old tradition in chess that you let the audience come and see the games. You let the other players also go and watch the games which are being played. And so, and if you look at the picture from old games, you can see you see maybe players and big crowd around. They're standing very close. Sometimes even touching the players is not just so nice to 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 notice when you are playing, but it's just a tradition to have it like this. And also, they are playing, I think all 400 players are playing the same playing hall in the concert hall Harpa. And so they need to have some space for walking. And if they have put some rope, there will be maybe less space. So that's why it have it like this. Yeah, this is what Anna can do. She could take on g2. She will get another pawn, but yeah, she could absolutely do that. So h4, she has to go. Her opponent will have, he cannot go here now. Can he go like this, queen h3 now? This move, the idea is after here we go king h2, and this would actually still be good for him. This would actually be good, but he would actually, after a move like this, I'm sure, I don't expect him to go a move like this. Can Anna go queen? No, you can't go queen take g5. We could go a small move like f6. No, if she goes h4, he will go queen f3. He will run away here, I'm quite sure. After this move, king d1, now we have this tremendous check. So I like to go, either we can give a check here, but I like actually f6. I like f6 move. I think this is nice move. We can go knight e3 check. This is what someone said, and we can take here. But you take here. And now if you go rook g1, we have h3, and we are trying to fighting. After a move like this, we can, if you go h2, we will just go rook h1. It's not a good move to be played. And we need to go knight f4, and now we have rook to g5 check. I'm not sure what is happening. We have the h pawn coming here. Um, can we have some counterplay? I'm not sure here. I'm not sure. Can we have some counterplay with this? Yeah, it could be. But let's go back. This is difficult. But Anna needs to go h4. She's down to 5 minutes. She is down to 5 minutes. And after 30 moves, she will get more time. But they haven't even played 18 moves. And I think, yes, this will be very difficult because she has a difficult position now on the board. Her sacrifice was not enough. It was very brave to play. It was she really wanted to go for it, but it was not the best decision because White is playing very well, keeping everything under control here now. And we can see Anna is not so happy. She realized that he is keeping everything under control. He's keeping everything under control in this. But she should go after the f3 pawn. This is the f2 pawn. This is the only thing I think she can do. What did she do? Did she give a check? Yeah, she played ace for check. This is what she had to do. So this move was moved here further. She played a4 check. He played immediately Queen F, King F3. He's just playing very, very forceful. We have this on the board here. King F3 was played. And now Anna should just go Queen F6. And I think she should go Queen F6. It could be that D4 is a good move, but this is very difficult to play. And just to play this position with a piece down and go some F5. Can you take here now? Yeah, I don't know. We could play like this, but this is just a piece down. No, we can't play like this. I don't think so. No, not d4. I think queen f6 is what we should play. So here we have the position on the board. This was played. King f3 was played, and he saw that he is running away with the king e2, king d1, and he has this very, very important c1 square. This is why this position is good for white. If the rook was here, Anna would be winning, but with the rook on a1, white is doing very, very well in this position. It's like this one tiny difference can make the whole valuation completely upside down, like here. So, and he is just having this escape route. And you can see this king came from h2 coming here, and it's running away all the way to c1. It's a long way. It's a king walk. There are actually, I would say, there are some beautiful king walks. Some place famous for the king walks. One of them was Petrosian. And so I think that's quite nice to see. And I didn't know so about king walks, but a friend of mine, Bruce Harper, he actually made a book together. I think I'm not sure he made it by himself or together with someone else about king walks, and that was very nice to see. You can have different kind of king walks. This is the king walk to run away from the attack. Sometimes you can have a king walk in the endgame where you're actually walking up with the king to attack. You can use the king in an attack. You can have a king walk where you are going from, I've seen Karpov playing this. He went from the king side, he put the king on the queen side, and after he started an attack on the king side. So you have king walks for different purposes, and they can be categorized, and that's quite amazing to see. And you can see some players who are like to make king walks. In Sweden, I would say Tiger Hilla Persson has made it in some games, and he has some very, very beautiful example of king walks. And there's also a very famous game with Nigel Short. Queen f6 game, I think Anna has to play that. There is only one move her opponent can play. He will absolutely play it quickly. Queen f6 was played. There is the check. He played king e2, only move at the board. And I think Anna will go queen take f2 check here now. She will absolutely play queen take f2. She's down to 142 now. She is down to 142 now. The king walk I was thinking was knighted short with white against Timan. I think was it a Pirk or was it a Lesion? But it's a very beautiful king walk with white, going up all the way with white to the king to h6, and then it was a mate. So there are some games with very, very well-known king walks. And king e2 was played. Here we have the position on the board. And as I said, queen f6 was played, king e2 on the move. With the rook on c1, it would be weight in one. But now after queen f2, the king is escaping. It would not be weight in one, it would be winning. With the queen on c1, queen f2, king d1, knight e1 would be winning. But now, without anything on c1, the king escaped here. And this is why this position is good for white. So here we have it. Queen f6, king e2 was played. Anna is down to 130. She is down to 130. But I must say that Anna has been very brave today to play this. Also, she has been playing 5 hours before this game, and she just said, "Oh, she took with the knight, bishop, knight." But this taking with a knight is not possible because knight take d5. She didn't see knight take d5. Knight take d5 will lose the game on spot. Knight take d5 will lose the game of spot. She has bishop g4 check here now, but king f1, and there is nothing she can do. She will absolutely be lost here now after this move. She played the slow move. I think we will see knight take d5, but he can also go. Can he go rook f1 here now? She has bishop g4, king e1, knight e3, take here now, and she can go queen e7. But this is typical. Anna is attacking. She forget that this is defending. If he goes knight d5, this is just ending. He can go also knight d1 and here, and he can go king f1. And I don't know, check here. Yeah, she can fight this way, king e1 and knight. How can she fight in this way? Yeah, it's not king, and after king e1, this would absolutely be lost. Taking here rook to e8, and you just grabbing the pawns. You will have a piece up in the end. But he will absolutely go knight to d5, and then this would be the end of the game. It would absolutely be the end of the game. And no, it's not time. Her opponent has to play the move. And but this is typical. Anna has little time. She couldn't find a way. She didn't want to change the queens. That's why she played this. But a queen take f4 was the better way. Now white can win in different ways. I'm quite sure that he will play knight take d5, and then Anna. And after knight take d5, after this check, king f1, Anna would absolutely be winning with this. But he has this beautiful queen f1. And I think this is what Anna forgot, because the queen is, you can't, if you take somewhere here, we will just grab here, take the queen. The problem is the queen is under attack. So knight gf2, it was, yes, not that. I think we have Simon Williams here standing. No, it was not. I'm not sure. Not sure it was him or not. But anyway, there are some people standing there behind. And so knight take d5 is a very good play. I'm not sure he was behind there now. So, and he will absolutely play this. He has some time. He is spending knight take d5, but he can also play other moves. And we can see that this is not enough. But this is actually a very, very good a lesson to be learned. And I would say that Anna has been very, very tired today after the long game, but she has played very nicely this game. She decided to sacrifice the piece. It was not enough. She could have preferred to sacrifice. That would have been very, very clever, but a very difficult move to go rook e8. But that is very difficult. And here we see it on the board, knight take d5. Anna will go bishop g4. We see it, and we will see only move here now is king f1. King e3 is also a good move to be played easily. So he can there's only one move to make mistake, king e1. He has two winning move here, and I'm sure he will go king f1. This is a solid move. He can also go king e3. Both of them are winning because king e3, we don't have queen f4 here now because the knight defends it. So he has two winning moves and he has one losing move. He will absolutely go for one of the two winning moves here now. Yeah, Anna's queen is hanging. It's not only hanging. If she moves away, there will become a tremendous check here now with discovered check. So this will be the end of the game. He has two good moves. I think he will go king f1 or king e3 is also possible. Well, king e3 he can also go. There is nothing you can do after king e3 because Anna don't. You're not allowed to put the knight on the bishop. Otherwise, this would be a very good move to go to get to have the both pieces on g4. But of course, only one piece is allowed to stand on one square. There are 30 seconds bonus time, 30 seconds increment after each move. So, yeah, but this will absolutely be the end of the game. He will play one of the two winning moves, and then there is nothing Anna can do. There is absolutely nothing Anna can do after that. We would wish without the F pawn, this would actually have been some way maybe of fighting without the F pawn. No, after queen e3, it would not even be possible to fight without the F pawn. But without the F pawn, things would have been completely different. So she got one more piece into the game. She has 1, 2, 3 pieces close. The problem is there is a tremendous counter attack here now. And Anna can see that he has two good moves to choose from. He will absolutely play one of them, and then is nothing she can do about it. But he's spending some time just checking uh, uh, which one he will play. And so whatever he does, yeah, you can go somewhere here, but we can just play anything. Knight f6 here, and we take this bishop here, and we grabs now maybe queen take f4 keeps everything under control. So there's not anything he can. There's not anything Anna can do after this. Knight take d5 was played. This is check here now, and but she is fighting. She has played. She went for the attack. This is more Anna's style. This is more her father's style. Also to play this attacking way. It was close, but not enough. It was close, but not enough because she didn't have enough pieces to attack. And because he had his way of running out with the king, he had a way to escape with the king. Oh, and Anna is sitting, he has so much time, but even with half a minute, he would play the right move. He's just checking here to decide which move he will play. And like this, there are three possible moves for white to play. White has to move the king, nothing to put in the 1, 2, and 3. This would lose the game. This is winning the game, and king e3 is winning the game. So these are the three moves to choose from. He has two that will win the game and one that will lose the game. He will absolutely play one of these winning moves. And but let's see, and we can see on Anna's face that she is not happy with the position, that she realized that this went wrong here, and and so, but anyway, let's see which one he would play. What would I do? I don't know. I didn't see king e3 in the beginning, but I see it because this knight takes f4 square. Otherwise, queen f4 would have been a mate, but the knight defend this square. So that's why queen e3 is possible. But king f1 is also a good move. I don't know. I think I would have gone king f1. Actually, I think so. Uh, so he has still 20 more minutes to play. He played very quickly after Anna sacrificed the piece because it were more or less forced. Rook h1 was one. There were maybe some other good moves also, but Rook h1 was a good move to play also. Yeah, this is just a position there is not possible a draw. There are two winning moves and one losing move. So if he goes wrong, but why should he go into fork? That's just impossible. He will play one of these two winning moves. He has such a lot of time here to play one of them, and he's just deciding which one is better. But they are both the same. It doesn't matter which one he is choosing. Both of them will just decide the game. Um, yes, King F1, we would love to have some 93 double check, but that is not possible. But even this, we would have King G1. So this is the position of the board. But like this would win for Anna, this would win for white, and this is winning for white. And this is winning because she has the check, and now she goes queen take B2, and she will afterwards grab the pawn on G2 maybe also. So this, or just go a rook to E5. No, she will just take here a rook B1. We have queen E5, and she is just having a fantastic position. But he will not play it one or two good moves. He can, if he only had one move, he would play it, but he has two moves, and that's why he's just like, and Anna would need to have a dark square bishop. Then king E3, she would have gone maybe to bishop C5. That would have been winning, but she sacrificed it on H2 to get the king coming out, and the king could escape. She played fine after that, but it was not enough. Her opponent find this only move, queen d2, this only move, queen d2, and then after that, he was just having a good position. And I could try something else, but white was doing very well with a piece up and also with the strong bishop pair. Even if his king would lure the way to the king queen side, he was doing very well. So, and now, yeah, he's taking. Now we will see. It looks like he was uh, taking up his hand here now. Uh, but he will, what would I guess? I don't know. I would go on king f1, but either of them is, of course, very, very good. And yeah, so this is one, and this is what happened when it becomes tactical. If it's not enough, yeah, then you lose. Or if you go wrong, then you can also lose. And this is the reason why player, when they get older with age, they want to play more positional. We can see it with all these strong players who are very good at calculating, but they prefer to play safe, to play for two results, not to go for too much tactics. Some of them, of course, also do, but in general, with age, we have one player who keep on playing tactical. He's not so young, Alexei Chirov. He is putting fire on the board even still now. He's more than 50 years old, and I would say that's quite amazing to see the way he is playing. He keeps on playing because you need to keep on being able to calculate, and this is one of the things that we are losing by age, that we don't calculate as well as when we were younger. So yeah, I'm a little surprised it takes some time on this move because there are two good moves. But he was want to check, but it's just because there are two moves to choose from, and so that's why it takes a little time to say what is better. But both of them are equal good. And here we have it. King f1 was played, and now there is nothing Anna can do. There is absolutely nothing she can do, and she is just lost in this position now. Is absolutely just lost now. She would like to make a discover check. The problem, the queen is under attack from two pieces. If the bishop was not here, so this was the dream for white in the beginning when you fianchetted the bishop to get to this diagonal, and now we see here on the board. So there's nothing Anna can do because her opponent will take care with check. If you give check, you will just take check here, and we will just take this with check also, and it actually will become a mate very, very quickly. We can do in different ways, but we have here a very quick, yeah, we have a mate. Yeah, bishop c4. This is the quickest mate. So let's go back. So now there's nothing Anna can do. She has a little time, but there is no way to save the game any longer. Yeah, her opponent is 350 points more, and but I would believe that if Anna was, if she hadn't played the game in the morning, I believe it's not sure she would have taken an H2. I think this was a little bit impatient when she played that to take on H2. too, because sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't really work here. I think Anna will not keep on playing this position. And so uh, she took on B2. And after taking on B2, there is only one more he can do. No, he has a mate. Queen take G5 check here. And this will absolutely be a mate. Rook take H4. So after Queen take B2, Anna took here. He can take back, but I think we will see Queen take G5 check on the board. He will actually, this is actually here. He can take on B2. This is absolutely also fine to be playing. C take D5. What is going to happen here now? Knight take D3. Yeah, you just go Knight F6. He can take, but I think he will play. I think actually he will take Queen take G5 in this position. And this is why he spends a little bit of time. And so he will go for the mate. I think so, actually. He will go for the mate. Because he is good at calculating. Now he's on his way to move. Queen take b2 is the practical way of playing. Queen take g4. He goes for queen take. He went for the mate. He just went for the mate here now. And this was just very, very beautiful of finishing the game. He has one, two, he has one, two, three pieces to attack with. This exactly enough. It wouldn't have been, it would have been actually enough with also two of these pieces. Queen d7 will come back, and then he will just bring in the knight. I think he will go knight e7, actually knight e7, king h8, and rook h4, and this will be a mate here now. This will absolutely be a mate. After this, we have queen f6, and it's a mate like this. So queen g5, you will see, and now he went knight f6 here now. And this was actually also in a position like this. We take with the rook, but we can take like this, and this would also be mate. Well, Anna let him play the mate, knight f6. I think so. She will let him play the mate. He played rook take h4, and this is just the end of the game, and Anna resigned. So here there was the last moves played, rook take h4, and here we have it on the board. And we can see Anna she looked tired and of course not happy. She thought it was enough, but she made this sacrifice on h2 impatient, but and then her opponent ran away. He made the king walk, run away with the king. So Anna, after 3 games, she has 1 out of 3. She has played against 2 players with more than 2,300. Today she played against Justin Sarkar, an international master who had a peak rating 24.55. So Anna has 1 out of 3. She will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be around in the afternoon. She will be back in the afternoon. They will play at, let's see what time they play, at 5 o'clock p.m. Central European time. It will be at 3 o'clock p.m. Icelandic time. And just try to cheer her up. She will be here with you at any moment, so just stay a little bit. And we can see she's not so happy, but she's also very, very tired, of course, after this long battle she had this morning. And but chess is like that. It's quite cruel that we make mistake and then things goes wrong. But it's just to keep on going. Anna has played against 223 players. Today she had a very, very good chance. She had a good position. He played a very strange maneuver. He took on c6 and he went bishop d3, and he made a mistake with e4. Anna was doing very well, but she was too impatient. So this was the third round. There's 6 more games to go. Just wait a little bit moment more, and she will be here with you at any moment. She will be here with you at any moment. But 6 more games to go. And actually, if you look at the rating, the performance, Anna is just losing maybe just very, very little bit. Maybe not. Maybe she is not even losing. Maybe she is. Maybe she is even making the results she has to, or maybe she lose 1 point or something. So she's more or less doing what she has to do. She played against a lower rated play today, and she won. Yesterday she played against a 2350 player. She lost. Now she played against a 23 player, 2305, and she lost. but she has been playing well. I think she has been playing well yesterday and today too. She made one mistake today. I would say bishop take h2 was the mistake. Yesterday she made two mistakes. And that was enough. And this is the difference. When you play with strong players, you make a mistake, you might not get a chance to be back in the game after that. And you gain rating by play high rated play, but you're also learning by playing against them. And I think that for Anna, it has been very good to play against this player with 2300. She will get the feeling of how they are playing, that it is not such a big difference. She will need to make improve some part, but it's not so far away that she will start just getting points against them. And today she had a very good position, but became impatient. And she played the Greek gift. So I didn't know the name before some few years ago. And it was actually when I had a training group for some young girls. They told me that the name is the Greek gift. I never knew it when I was a kid. But we saw it today. Sometimes since work today, it didn't work for Anna when she played it. So um, I am not playing so much over the board, actually, but I'm here commentating on Anna when she is playing on Iceland. And this is the Reykjavik Open, the third round, 6 more games to go. So it's only 1/3 part of it. Anna has been doing exactly what she had to do. We see the king standing against each other on light square. White won the game like this. The board knows that white won the game. So Anna has 1 out of 3. Tomorrow she will be white pieces. I expect Anna to play against a lower rated player tomorrow. I think she will play against a lower rated player tomorrow. But we will know that when the pairing has been done later on. But now it's very good to just to a little bit for Anna, take away the game and just not to be sad about what happened here. She played very bravely. She played very bravely today, and she has played some nice moves. So I'm very happy about that. So tomorrow they will be back at 5 o'clock European Central Time, at 3 o'clock local time on Iceland. And Anna will be with you at any moment. Her opponent had his peak rating 2455. Anna's peak rating was 2175, I believe, something like that. So he's an international master. You had to pass 24. You had to have 24 performances. So he is absolutely a good player. And we could see that when Anna made this sacrifice, he played very well, kept control. He found his only queen d2 move, and after that, it was too difficult for Anna to save the game, I would say. But just stay a little bit longer. She will be with you at any moment. At any moment, she will be with you. I think, and actually, we saw a nice end of the game. Anna gave the queen, but he went for the mate. And here we see this typical mate with a knight on f6. You see knight and queen together, how strong they are. Here is only one knight, queen, and rook. There are 3 pieces, and these 2 pieces are not enough to save the king. And this is what when Anna was lacking, she lacked, when she sacrificed the piece, she had too few pieces to use in the attack. We can see that they have been playing for 4 hours. Wow, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Anna has been playing, no, she has been playing for 3 hours and 20 minutes. So she has been playing for 8 hours today. It's like a long, hard day's work and very, very intense and late. So it's a lot of hours. So here we have Anna. So bye bye from me. Bye bye.
Hello, chat. I don't know if I did a masterpiece or the worst move out. I just thought it had to work. I still think I must have had a winning position at some point. But I think what I did was just maybe too complicated because I couldn't figure it out. And I didn't see this idea of like the king escaping and allowing me to take on f2 and then it was just so tactical, and my brain was frying. My brain was frying. I think maybe it was too complicated, but it feels like it must be winning. Like I was really proud of this h5 g5, and I saw so many different lines that were winning for me, but I just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Did it work or did it not? Did it not work? Was it just a bad sacrifice? I just felt like I must be winning. Uh oh, the Greek sack was a blunder. I thought I had to go f5 maybe at some point, but wow, I really just thought, yeah, wow. I was really calculating going f5 as well. Like maybe sometimes going d4 and then f5 or going f5 immediately. Um, but yeah. Oh, so I had to go. Oh, so bishop takes h2 doesn't work. Oh, why is it called the Greek gift if it's not gift? I want to revoke the name of the Greek gift. This is exactly what a Greek gift is. I'm gonna revoke the name. I'm never playing the Greek gift again. I really thought it. Okay, but chat, you have to admit that it seemed like it worked. Like it's not crazy that I thought it might have worked, right? It's not crazy. I was thinking knight g4 instead of bishop takes h2, and then my idea was that if h3, I wanted to go knight h2, which is maybe very strange. And then I thought rook d1, no, rook e1, and then I thought like queen g5. I wasn't sure if that worked, but yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure. P.S. Said sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This time it didn't. Well, that's a good summary of the name. Okay, then I'm less upset. I really thought it worked, but I guess it just didn't. So I just yeah, I just I did this on myself. Uh, yeah. Oh, so I was better there. Wow. Yeah, knight g4. That's a nice move. I was really happy when he took on c6. Like when I got I thought I was gonna play with an isolated pawn, and I was like, whatever. This will be a very chill game. It's not gonna be a tactical game. And then it became so tactical. Wow. So yeah, knight g4, h3, queen h4. Yeah. And then what does he do? Yeah, I see. And then the idea is to go knight h2 and then take on h3. Yeah, I looked at knight g4, but chat, when I saw bishop takes h2, come on, I couldn't resist it. I couldn't resist it. It was literally like it was looking at me and it was like, you know what it was? It was like the most beautiful, beautiful pasta dish. And you know that there's a little chance that you might get food poisoning from it, but it just looks so good and it feels like it's a 1 in 10 chance to get food poisoning that you just feel like you're drawn to it and you have to eat it. You know? Was queen d2 his only move to save it? To be fair, I think if I played a worse opponent, it would have been a lot tougher for them to defend that. But he played so well. Wow, queen d2 was the only defense. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. That is, yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I've played 8 hours of chess today. Honestly, this game I enjoyed. I'm not too sad now. I was more sad because I thought I was winning, but if I wasn't, then I'm not so sad. I tried to do a little tell thing, and I'm not as good as tell, so it just didn't work. But I'm proud that I at least had the confidence to go for it against a strong player because a lot of times I will not go for these sort of things even though I believe in them because I'm scared. But I'm proud that I was able to overcome my fear and self doubt and still go for something I believed in the moment, even though it didn't work. So I am proud of myself for that. It was a fun game. It was a fun game. But then it just went the opposite way. So, so yeah. Okay, chat. Tomorrow we um tomorrow we go again. It's gonna be round 4. It's gonna be very fun. Probably playing someone lower rated again. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know what time I'm playing tomorrow. Actually, I don't know if it's in the morning or if it's in the day. I'm not really sure. But what I am sure of is that I'm gonna get like 12 hours of sleep tonight. I am so ready to sleep right now after 8 hours of chess. My brain is so fried. My brain is so fried. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much, Mom, for commentating. I'm so grateful I get to play chess in a tournament and have you all follow me. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Check out my merch, everybody. I got some great merch that people are wearing in this tournament. Check out my merch if you want to be part of the Cramling Chess Club. And yeah, do tell things just like I did today. Sometimes it'll work for you, other times it won't, just like me, but at least you'll be part of it. And what else? Oh yeah, I'm also playing. I'm also doing a YouTube recap. So the recap of the 2 games of today will be coming up pretty soon. I'm just gonna film it. And that is pretty much it, I think. That is pretty much it. I will see you all tomorrow for round 4. Very fun. Thank you so much for your support. And tomorrow we try again. Bye bye, chat. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna send over a raid. Oh, tomorrow it's at 3 p.m. Let's go. 3 p.m. Iceland time. I don't need to wake up early. Let's go. Okay, who do I raid? Okay, I'm gonna raid. Oh my, I'm looking at all the streams and I'm just seeing me right now with my big glasses. Okay, I'm gonna raid Frank. That's who I'm gonna raid. He's on his road to GM, he says. So that is cool. Raid Frank Chaps. My glasses are so big, chat, but I need them to see. I literally cannot see without my glasses. Okay. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Take care, chat. Take care. Take care. Good night. Good night. Good night. Who's gonna hit GM first, me or Frank? Chat. I want to say it's me, but go and support Frank and you'll see. Okay. I would be up for the challenge. Me versus Frank. Who gets GM first? Okay. Bye bye, everybody. Take care. Take care. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.